Gamers, Mitch Gaming here. Sorry again, we had for starting the game directly, without saying my highs and how you guys doing. But welcome to the live stream for the COC Showdown. And this is day two. Day one, unfortunately, I was not there. It seems like Sanhok is already heated. I can see some teams have already decided to engage in some fight that is real blood. You can see they have already gotten themselves a wipe on a team, bagging 4 eliminations even before the game just began. So that's really interesting. But let's see how this plays out. I was watching the games yesterday and it was intense. Teams I was not expecting to win actually did the best that they could and they won. And we have to remember this is the winner showdown. So of course you're going to have really good fights happening here and there because we have the best of the best, and foul play and RB are now and almost engaging in a fight. All right. So we have a lot happening here. Seems like RB has decided to be the team that is going to terrorize people in Sanhok for the first game of the winner showdown. They have not let anyone down, and I mean literally anyone. They are taking up their fights, having 5 eliminations as the game starts. That's really, really good. And of course, if they want to keep up the same thing, we might just have them get in a winner chicken dinner. We had predictions from the casters. I'm hoping the teams I predicted for get something happening. But why so serious in bootcamp has been taken back to lobby again too soon. I think that is the second team to leave the place. Play and why so serious have been taken back to lobby already. It's interesting that this is how the winner showdown is taking a turn. That teams are going back to lobby really early, and I expected that one team that lands in boot camp, that is 10, 11, to be here, but they're not really here and nothing is happening around 10, 11. So we'll just wait and see how this plays out. Other than that, how you guys doing there in the live chat? Just make sure you have liked, you have shared, and you have subscribed to the channel, and comment there a team that you think is going to win the winners showdown for COC, that is 2024. I'm just pumped up for all the teams, to be honest. If these are the winning teams throughout COC, that means the games are not going to be easy for anyone. No matter how good you are, it's going to be hard for you at the end of the day. So let's just wait and anticipate some good fights to happen along the map, that is Sunhook. PK. We have PK Pain Africa. If I'm not wrong, that is the team that is in position one. That is interesting. I don't want to say I put Pain Africa somewhere in the list, hoping they'll be somewhere in the list there. But after day one, they have just changed the predictions that we had as casters. And I don't know about Priest. I don't know how he feels about this, but it's going to be a really interesting turn of events. If I can just check and see, because for Paid Africa, oh, Priest did put them in position two. Wow. I put them in position four. I don't know, but I was just giving my hopes up to the teams that I'm familiar with. I'm also, learning these teams. There's some teams that I know, and then there are some teams I don't know much about them, and I'm just getting to know them as the games progress. But it is interesting that we had at least two teams that we had called upon to be in the top five predictions. That's Spain, Africa, and 10, 11. But other than that, our teams have just scattered throughout the place. Why so serious? These teams have been split all over the place. So I'm just going to wait and see how this is going to work out, to be honest. I don't want to put my hopes up on one team or maybe predict which team is going to win game one. But I'm just going to see how I'm going to do this for the teams here at the end of the day. Sunhawk is looking very slow. We don't have teams landing together. We don't have people at the same place engaging in early fights, apart from YC Serious and Play. Aura was also in the same place as the players from RB. I saw them close to them. So, of course, something is about to happen there, having that Aura has already lost two of their players. It's also an interesting thing happening. It's, how do we put this? it's not a thing, it's not a match or game that I can easily predict. I was trying to think it through and imagining which team is going to take the lead, which team is going to do this or that, but I'm not seeing that happening. I'm not seeing consistent wins. I'm not seeing people taking up each other. So it's going to be a really interesting night. But let's just wait and see how this plays out. Our esports still has the players from Royal Blood just next to them. Cloud Aura is remaining with his teammate. Invincible Esports are also having the time of their life. They're just, navigating the place. They have not really encountered each other yet. They have not lost any player. They have not gotten any kill points on their side yet. We still have 52 players in the game, 14 teams remaining. A lot might happen. And I was trying to imagine with the margin that is between PK 10, 11, Pain Africa. Pain Africa have just not a big margin from PK and 10, 11, but we never know. One game could change the top three teams. Anything could happen, and then the top three teams could be shifted. We could have a team in position three taking position one. We could have a team in position two taking position three or four. Anything can happen. And to be honest, I'm just waiting to see how this plays out. I hope you guys are as excited as I am with the showdown. And for the teams that are not playing here, of course, I know they're good. Just that maybe they did not make it here at the end of the day, and it does happen. So, hopefully I'll see you guys next time during the winners showdown. I've not seen some teams that I'm familiar with, but we have a team that is quite interesting. The 03, I don't know if 03 brothers. That was actually a really interesting team. I don't know if we get to see more of them maybe sooner, but that's also an interesting team that I supported during some games there. And I cannot see why they're not prominent in this showdown. But we'll just wait. We'll just wait. I can only imagine what is going to happen at the end of the day with these teams here. We have Zenith Force. Zenith Force is also in a prediction there for Priest. He's vouching for the team. So we'll get to see what they can do at the end of the day, what their capabilities are, and what they have to contribute in the winners showdown. I don't want to say it's going to be hard for teams that have not really experienced constant wins before, but it's going to be a really interesting night. And I'm just going to wait for the action because it seems like no one wants to engage in a fight at all. We are almost in the second stage of the zone, and we do not have anyone being taken down. We do not have any fights happening because I mean literally no one, apart from the first two teams that have been taken back to lobby, no one has exposed themselves to any fight at all. But anyway, I am not going to say anything, just looking at the zone here. We can see how it is shifting. You can see Pain Africa, 10, 11 doing the usual wide flanks. Navy, far away in Camp Charlie, and the zone has decided to shift. A few teams are already in zone. The teams in the northern, western side, and the southern side have to come towards the players in the ruins. They have to come towards people in ban. They have to really come towards each other. We're expecting fights at this point because looking at the players there from Zenith Force, they have a team right in front of them. They also have another team on their right, that is PK. And as of now, you can see for yourself in the map, no one is trying to get close to the other. I don't know what they told each other out there. I don't know what happened or what they planned or how it's happening like this. But it is really interesting to see that teams are not coming towards each other at all. Everyone wants to enjoy the game separately away from everyone else, but that means the final zone is going to be a really hectic place to be. There's going to be a lot happening there. There's going to be a lot of fights. There's going to be a lot of people trying to find a secure place in the zone. And I don't know if it's going to work out for them, to be honest. It's going to be really tight there in the final zone. A lot of teams will be close to each other. So, of course, it's going to be really, really heavy on these teams. But I'm just hoping that they have some sort of plan on how they're going to survive, because if not, it's going to be a really a heavy night for these players. It's going to be really, really heavy, and they should probably start strategizing as of now. Looking at Royal Blood, they have already bagged a couple of kills, and it's going to be interesting what is going to happen, because 10-11 passes by where we have the Invincibles and nothing happens. No one is knocked. Though Amar Jr. does get a good amount of damage on his end, but they still continue to progress. I believe the IGL is saying that they do not have to stop, they do not have to engage. 14 teams in the lobby, that's a lot. And going back to lobby that early might just cost them a couple of points. But we have Navy SEALs here finally taking on a fight here. Atlas has been knocked, and we have a lot taking place. Navy SEALs player over is on top. He's really trying to see what he can do, having a knock there on Atlas. The players are really, really close to him. The teammates, on the other hand, they're not that close to this guy, but he's cooking up a nade, trying to confirm that knock on Atlas as his teammates are trying to get closer. Beautiful nade there. We have a confirmation on the knock from Atlas. A player killers, one player down, 3 players remaining. Navy SEALs, a full team. I don't know about them, but it's going to be really hard seeing that there's a team just right behind them. They're basically sandwiched. Neon, I believe that's the rising team. I don't know if they're going to be rising to the occasion, but we're just going to wait and see, because that team has been promising from the beginning. They have been showing us they have potential, and that is exactly what we want to see tonight. Let's get it. I believe a lot of teams are not ready for these early fights. Neon Rising engaging, taking out Navy, Akaza. They're really at disadvantage here. The Navy SEALs are having one more player getting knocked there. PK, on the other hand, also loses one of their players. But Navy has a lot to do, has a lot to catch up. Neon Rising, baby, goes there to confirm the knock. He's immediately getting some fire there from over. It's interesting name over. He tries to get some damage done, baby, but he does not get in because he decides to retreat. But a lot is happening here. Neon Rising, trying to see what they can do on the players that are trying to get closer to them. We have TERRORSIX WAKANDA taking on Aura Esports, equal damage. MP45 taking on the BTS, and we have Aura Esports being taken. But slowly, GG's to you, Aura. Unfortunately, that is it for you guys in the first game. We have Baby there cooking up a nade. Desire just patiently waiting for someone to get closer. DBS okay is out. 1-2 knocks. Another player is also down. Neon Rising is not having an easy time. Baby tries to get closer, and just like that, Navy SEALs takes out the Neon Rising. Seems like they did not rise up to that occasion, because they third-partied the fight. They came closer to Navy SEALs as they were taking out the player killers, but it did not go as planned, because they started losing players one by one. S12K was out. Players were getting spotted easily, and they have been eliminated. I don't think that was part of their strategy, but GG's to you, Neon Rising. Unfortunately, I don't think that was their plan, and it has gone completely opposite of what they had in mind. Hoping that it will work for them next time. We have a knock there from a Desire getting Kit Kat. I believe that's his name. Kit Kat has been spotted there. Okay, we're back. Navy SEALs players, even though they have lost one of the players, that is Akaza, they're still trying to survive throughout the fights. Even though it did not seem like it was going to go according to their plan, they somehow did get to wipe out Neon Rising and take out one of the players from PK. They did really try to survive as much as they could, and the PK team, luckily, because they were the ones that were not really having a good time, having 3 of their players down. One of their players that did get to retreat and was able to save his team a couple of points, which is a really, really good thing. Gamers United Force, that is GAF. Of course, you can see they're also trying to play it slow. We have not seen them engaging in any fight at all. They have played it patiently. They have not pushed anyone, but then they have to be careful, because Royal Blood is around the corner, and knowing Royal Blood, they were able to take out players in the first zone, even before play could see anything, could enjoy any type of loot. The players from RB took them back to lobby, and that was quite unfortunate for them. Just a second. Okay. I don't know if they're going to catch up, especially for Aura and Play, seeing the points they have. Why so serious as well? They are really low in terms of points there. They are not really having a good time in the game. Invincibles have time to catch up there. TR6 Wakanda, they also have some time to catch up. Navy SEALs, I think every team as of now has some chance of surviving to get at least some more points compared to what they got yesterday. But we'll just wait and see if that's going to be the case. Pain Africa, they are the ones leading so far. We have not seen them engaging in any fights. They have not pushed anyone. They're basically rotating, taking their sweet time to engage in fights. But 4v4M Esports here has a team right next to them. But just looking at the zone, 10-11 still doing the flank. They are really, really low there on the southern side of the map. They're not coming closer to anyone. But Query does look somewhat crowded because we have Invincibles and PCs. They are getting closer to each other. But it seems like 4v4 has a fight happening right next to them. A couple of knocks getting registered at faster, good cover, beautiful knock there. The nade did not disappoint. Seems like Gaff are really, really trying to catch up. That is really a really beautiful nade there coming from their side, getting a knock as their players was getting tested. But remember, 4v4M Esports has only 3 players in the game. Fast for you is the only one remaining getting the revive, but Gaff is cooking up a nade. Capizino is cooking up a really good nade. GG's UPK seems like they have just lost. They are cool here in Sanhoo. They have already been taken back to lobby. But here we have 4v4M Fast for you, really trying his best to get the revive on his knocked teammate. But I don't know about you, but Royal Blood, they're creeping in from the back, waiting for someone to make a mistake, because what is that? They're really waiting on something to happen here, and it's going to be really interesting. Beautiful nade, it gets some damage there on Capozino, but I don't know if he's going to be able to shift here with Royal Blood waiting just outside the zone there, waiting for the two teams to finish having their back and forth, and then they can engage. But we have a beautiful nade here getting cooked. Do you have a beautiful Kobe? Okay, he changes his mind on the nade, gets another nade cooked up. We need to see a Kobe tonight. He goes in, beautiful nade. Let's take the Kobe's, and we have Capozino following the nade there to get a push happening. DBS in his hand that tries to go for that push. Both players over DBS. Everyone waiting patiently. Pre-fires the DBS. Oh, let's go. Gamers United Force. They have taken out the 4v4M team. Pain Africa finally joins the party. One of their players is down. That is Fireboy. And you can see Venom trying to get closer to his team to get a revive. Beautiful covers there. Nice. He immediately gets the nade thrown and switches to his gun, gets a knock there on Zenith Force. These two teams have been encountering each other from long ago. This is not the first time we have seen Pain Africa and Zenith Force encountering each other in a game. But we have not, I'm not going to say we know the team that gets most of the wins. That is not the case, because for both teams, they either lose a couple of teammates, or they both, or either of them takes a win. So I can't really predict and say it's going to be this team or that team that is going to take the win in this fight that is happening right now between Zenith Force and Pain Africa. 10-11, Bego is cooking, but it is not skill-wise. Like, he's cooking there with the molly. We have Ranches getting knocked. He heals up. Bego is up for the push there. They try to get fire. They're trying to get into firing the smoke there to see if they can get something happening. Bego there, 12K. Let's see if now he's going to cook something, because what? Oh, enemy is down. Nice nade there. They've actually good cover from 10-11. Trying to see what they can do there for their teammate. But the team, Dream Team, has been eliminated. Good cover from the 10-11 players. They did not go down without a fight. And luckily for them, their teammate enemy can finally be revived. Pain Africa getting spotted there by Hancho. Beautiful spray, gets Venom immediately. That's a thrust. GG's there from Hancho. Zenith Force seems to be having the upper hand here, but not quite, because Pain Africa as well has only one player having been taken back to lobby. Zenith Force as well have only one player back to lobby. Invincible Esports are getting closer, and Zenith Force having a hard time playing Africa enjoying this because they're distracted. We have a pony there getting some knocks there on Zenith, but they need to get closer. The zone is about to close in. We're about to go to the sixth stage of the zone. It's going to be really damaging, but we have Invincibles getting closer. It's going to be quite an interesting night. But let's see how this is going to play out. But the thing for Zenith Force, they are losing their players there. Having just one player remaining. It's going to be a really hard time for Klaus here. Pain Africa trying to get towards the zone. Navy SEALs are losing players one by one as they engage in a fight against the 3C. You can see the nades there. That means a lot is happening there on their end. And Gulf has been eliminated. GG's. Pain Africa still scoping out the players from Zenith Force and 3C, trying to see what they can get from that. Navy SEALs have also been eliminated. 5 teams remaining. It's about to be a really interesting night because look at the team that are remaining. Invincibles is a team that is in position 15 as of yesterday, but as of now, they are in the top 5. Fireboy getting the DBS out, FPP in the DBS. It's going to be a really interesting push there. Klaus waits something happening, but Pony gets into the DBS. I'm actually enjoying this, to be honest. If this is what a winner showdown looks like, then you can sign me up, whichever, because the skills, the calls from the IGLs, they look similar. When a player is knocked, you can see what is happening. A team gets closer, people start moving in, and you can imagine how that is. It's really interesting to see what is happening here in the winners showdown. But let's just get it going. 4 teams are remaining. 3C, 10, 11, Invincibles, and Pain Africa. I gather is low. We have Quila getting closer. Beautiful nade from Agade. We do not have a knock yet, but the nade looks beautiful. Gets the healing going on. It's going to be quite an interesting night. Just to wait and see which team is going to take winner chicken dinner as of game 1, because that is what we are here for. Beautiful fire there from 10-11. 10-11 is not taking any else tonight. Pain Africa takes some knocks down. 10-11. We have Fireboy getting closer. Oh my god. Oh, Invincibles are getting taken out by 10-11. You can see the amount of players are getting knocked right now. A lot is happening there. People are losing their fights. I don't even think that was part of their plan, to be honest. No one anticipates to lose at any point, but well, it does happen. It does happen. And it is what it is. Looking at how the players are remaining, 3 teams remaining, 10-11, Invincibles and Pain Africa. We have the winners. Actually, not the winners, the team that is in position 1. As of yesterday, Pain Africa 10-11 right behind them, trying to close the gap here, but Pain Africa is not letting them do it. Invincible Esports have just pulled up their game. They came from position 15. I can only imagine what position they'll be holding at the end of the day, but let's just wait and see. But good stuff to you, Invincible Esports, for really trying your best. Mentor there is down. Junior trying to survive as much as possible, but Bego there, the S12K, he just puts his light off and decides, okay, Invincible Esports, I believe that is as far as you can go. It's time for us to battle with Pain Africa, and that is what 10-11 is ready to do. Mentor, your head is peeping, your forehead actually, and Pony did enjoy that. Some good stuff's happening there. Junior also receiving some good amount of damage. The enemy sports their Pony. Bego gets reflexed, because what is that reflex? And we have Pony going for that push. Junior heals up. Beautiful knock in the DBS. Pony was going in too fast. But Junior said, it's not yet time, my friend. You need to relax. And it is getting cooked. Enemy is on one standing here right next to Bego. And the nades from Pain Africa coming in. Junior is down. Nades are still flying in. DBS is out from Fireboy. We have a push there. It seems like 10-11 is having a hard time here. Fireboy is not taking any L's. He's ready to take up a fight there. 1v1 the BTS. 2 players are beautiful. 10-11 decides to do a comeback. And just like that, we have 10-11 getting the win. Beautiful. A winner chicken. You know how beautiful is that for you guys? Beautiful play from 10-11. but we have seen exactly what has happened here. 10-11, beautiful winner, chicken, Adina, overall points there, match points, 20, a damage of 1,510-11. I don't think anyone expected that win. If we are being honest, a lot did happen there, but you have seen what 10-11 has done. They got up, they put up the challenge, they had one guy remaining, and Pain Africa Fireboy guy was holding a DBS. He was ready to take out 10-11, but that was not the case. I mean, something just happened along the way, and 10-11 got the revive. Bego, their man of the match there, having three eliminations together with Junior. Beautiful play from the two players, having four eliminations there from Amar Junior, damage of 764. And we have Enemy with two eliminations, a damage of 155, and a damage of 95 with one elimination. We have Mentor from 10-11. That is 10-11 for you guys. They did not come anywhere closer to anyone. Looking at the total eliminations in this game, 54 knockouts, 53. Only one guy was not knocked and casted. I believe that is the 10-11 player there, but everyone else knocked and casted just like that. 54 eliminations, 53 knockouts, healings at 4,196. Grenade eliminations, 8. We have seen the nades alive. Assist, we have 27, and we have 0 vehicle eliminations. That is also interesting because I'm used to people doing a lot of vehicle eliminations, but we have not seen that happening here. 10-11 versus the Navy SEALs. Navy SEALs were everywhere. To be honest, they had a lot of fights happening around them, and we can see them coming head to head with 10-11, 1,536 damage from 10-11. Navy SEALs had 1,506. Elim's Navy SEALs has 11 with 10-11 at 10. That is actually quite interesting. Navy SEALs getting 13 total points and 10-11 getting 20 total points. The MVP, we have Navy SEALs player over because we saw him do exactly that. He went all out, getting the 5 eliminations, dealing a damage of 809, 3 knockouts, 3 assists. The man was that to win, having a total heal time of 153. That's really good. We saw him from the word go. He was the one getting the first knock for his team, even though the teammates were not around. He, excuse me, somehow managed to survive by himself.
All right. TERRORSIX in 10th, 2 points to the good. Dream Team in 11th with 1. And 4B4, unfortunately, also sharing 1 point. Player Killers couldn't secure any points. Same thing with Why So Serious, Aura, and FOWLPLAY sitting at the bottom. 10-11 on top. 10 um, 10-11 overall, 10 points with a beautiful 10 eliminations to follow through, 20 points to the good. But again, they're still chasing behind the likes from Pain Africa. They have been very productive, very steward in how they've been able to manage the pressure being sent their way by 10-11. But again, we continue to adapt and see what the leaderboard is looking like now. And take a look at that. 10-11, their first chicken dinner puts them 3 points closer to Pain Africa. and Player Killers in third with 46. Three Crown Esports in fourth with 44. Navy SEALs in fifth with 29. 27 for B4M. Gamers United Force, GUF, and Royal Blood sharing 26 points apiece in seventh and eighth. Again, remember, top three will be walking away with that money. And the MVP also walks away with a little bit of something as well. So all of these players, I know for a fact, they are all battling for who is going to be crowned champion of COC. You know, like who's the headmaster of COC, who's the chairman of COC. It is the COC Winners Showdown. You know, I think it would have been interesting to call it Winter Showdown because it's in December, end of the year. Unsullied Army, you know, I'm creative, man. With me. Zenith and yeah, Zenith in 20 with 22 in ninth. Again, I predicted this team to be in the top five, not gonna lie. Dream Team Neon Rising also falling short in 11th with just 17 points. Again, I expected more. Invincibles, Aura Esports, TERRORSIX Wakanda currently just sitting in that bubble. They're not too far apart. But again, the gap between Aura and Zenith Force is starting to look a little bit too stretched. FOWLPLAY still unable to find their rhythm. Why so serious? Unable to crack into the double digits just yet. But we are going to see, you know, in match number 2, it is going to be Erangel to see who's going to come out on top there. Remember the battle is between certain segments of this lobby. You're starting to see first place and second place, you know, take a little bit of a gap between themselves and the rest of the lobby there. But Pony still leading the charge with 3 eliminations to the good, but 3,000 for Bego and 13 eliminations. Danger also chasing through. He also has 16 eliminations with Pony as well, but shies in comparison to the damage points accrued over time. Again, Quilla is there in fourth, chasing as well with 11 eliminations. Same thing with Venom. So we've got 2 players from Pain, 1 from 1011, 1 from Player Killers, and 1 from 3 Crown Esports. So yes, we are going to be keeping our eyes peeled to see who's going to come out on top. But for the time being, ladies and gentlemen, chicken dinner for 1011. Have they started the campaign? Are we going to see more of the same? Well, we'll be right back after the break and see who's going to take Erangel after this.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
The Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
The Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners 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 Showdown.
13th to 15th of December 2024.
13th to 15th of December.
Stay tuned, December 13th.
13 to 15 December 2024.
From the 13th to the 15th December 2024.
13 to 15 December 2024.
13th to 15th of December 2024.
13th to 15th December 2024.
13th to 15th December 2024.
13th to 15th December 2024. My team Zenith Force will be competing.
My team, Royal Blood, will be competing.
We are Pain Africa and we are competing.
My team, Neon Rising, is going to be participating in the event.
My team, Navy SEALs, will be competing.
Invincible Esports will be competing.
My team FOWLPLAY will be competing.
Aura Esports will be competing.
I and my team, Trikrons Esports, will participate in.
My team, DREAMTEAM, will be competing. Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
The Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
The Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
13th to 15th of December 2024.
13th to 15th of December.
Stay tuned December 13th.
13 to 15 December 2024.
From the 13th to the 15th December 2024.
13 to 15 December 2024.
13th to 15th of December 2024.
13 to 15 December 2024.
13th to 15th December 2024.
13th to 15th December 2024. My team ZENITH Force will be competing.
My team, Royal Blood, will be competing.
We are Pain Africa and we are competing.
My team Neon Rising is going to be participating in the event.
My team Navy Seas will be competing.
Invincible Esports will be competing.
My team FOWLPLAY will be competing.
Aura Esports will be competing.
I and my team TERRORSIX Esports will participate in.
My team DREAMTEAM will be competing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is showtime. It is Priest, and I'm here with Mitch. Welcome again to the Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown. Mitch, how you feeling? 10-11 chicken dinner. I know you're happy. I know you're excited. Do you expect to see more of the same in the following maps?
Yes, of course I am. 10-11 has not disappointed me. Honestly, I was looking at the results yesterday, I was like, they need to win. There's no way Priest's prediction will come and take over everything because your predictions are so far looking good. But mine are somehow shaky, But I did enjoy the first game and I'm proud of 10-11. I'm hoping they do again the same thing for every game, and then also the rest of my predictions can catch up. I'll be really happy about it.
All right. We're heading into Erangel, so I would expect some pushback from Pain and Player Killers as well. Those are the stronger teams that do love to play Erangel in a much more aggressive fashion, so we're going to keep our eyes peeled for them. Also, I'm going to look out for Neon Rising and maybe the likes of 4B4M, Gamers United Force. Maybe this might be that game that puts them inside of the running 3 Crown Esports as well. They were in my original lineup. I'm surprised it wasn't posted up there because that was pretty much my lineup as well. I did have 3 Crown Esports in my top 5, or was it top 6 or something? So, but it is what it is. I'm looking out to see more from Quilla. I did talk about McGrellin. If he was in the lineup, he would bring some more spice to their competition, bring more energy to the team for 3 Crown Esports. So we're going to keep our eyes peeled for them. They did win an Erangel yesterday, so I expect them to do more of the same today as well. But yeah, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, who is your prediction for in match number? What is this? This is match number 6. I would call this match number 6. So who do you think is taking this game? You need to pick another team, man. You need to pick another team, man.
If I pick another team, they not give me a jersey. I need the jersey, man. Let's relax. I need the jersey.
Yeah, you need to give that jersey a rest. You need to give that jersey a rest.
Yeah, but I'd also vouch for Pain Africa. I really like how they take on their fights. So I can put Pain Africa also somewhere along that line as well. They're really doing a good job. Wait, did you see what Invincibles did in the previous game? They did a really good merging close. Though they didn't go up as such, they went from position 15 to 12, 13. 12. So I'm guessing we're also going to see some more from them because they're really doing a good job. Maybe
Erangel is the match that they will turn the heat up, but we're gonna see for ourselves how possible that is going to be. So yeah, I'm excited. I hope you're excited as well. It is the Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown. Again, don't forget, Clatter of Clans Season 24 is up and running. So all you have to do is register your team. Head over to the Unsullied Army Discord and register your team for the Clatter of Clans Season 24. Do not miss it so that you can be a part of Winners Showdown in 2025. Your journey starts now. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's head straight into Erangel for match number 6 in the Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown. And I'm ready to go, and I hope you're ready to go with me as well.
Yeah. Oh, I'm back. I was actually looking if I can see Priest, man. Priest, you know, I'm up here and then you're down there. So I was looking for you.
It's my camera is up. That's what my camera is just a little bit elevated, man. Like my camera is like all the way up, so that's why your camera is like in the middle. So it does not even have anything to do with. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Okay. We are in game 2. Just give me a second.
All right. Playing path is good, all the way from the southwest, all the way to the northern side. Cuts all the way down from Ferry Pier and Primorsk, all the way down to a little bit of an interesting spot in Severny, just outside of Severny. We're going to see who will come out on top and who's going to clutch an interesting play here. But again, we are keeping our eyes peeled on who is going to dominate in this particular game. Again, we've seen a lot of strategies being applied from some of these teams, Invincibles being one of them. We saw something interesting, something cooking from them in the previous game. Can they hold on to the momentum? They cannot allow this to slip away from their fingers. But there is a big chance for them to maintain that momentum coming into this game. But taking a look at the map, we've got the teams are spreading their wings and flying all the way around. Aura heading over to Severny, and it looks like they might be having some company over there. 10-11 will be nestled quite nicely in Yasnaya Poliana. And the guys from school will be Zenith Force. Again, very good position for them at least to play out of. Very interesting. Desire and the rest of the guys from Navy SEALs will be also inside of George Paul. So there is a lot to go around for everyone. Neon Rising also inside of the military base. And it looks like they will be enjoying this position. A little bit of a loot spot for them as well. And we'll see if it will amount to anything. Mitch, interesting game from the last game. You know, what do you think it would take to win a match like this and get into the top 3? And I'm talking about the likes of you know, Player Killers, 3 Crown Esports, Navy. What do you think they have to do, you know, in order to get to where Pain and 10-11 are currently operating at? Because those two are operating at a slightly different frequency than the rest of the other teams. They're starting to do that thing where they, you know, give a little bit of a ridiculous gap to the rest of the opposition. So do you think that you know, Player Killers, 3 Crown Esports, Navy, do you think there's more that they can do, or do you think that they've just peaked at it and they just can't, you know, extend any further than they already have?
I think there is room for them to actually improve and catch up. I don't know what happened to Neon Rising in Sunhawk because they had the upper hand when they third party the fight, but somehow they ended up being in the middle of a fight instead of being the one third party in that fight. So what I'd advise actually the teams that are not that close is to take on slow fights. I believe the IGLs should also be cautious of the fights that they want to take up. What side is it to take up a fight? Oh, okay, that was an interesting third party there because he got the guy when he was trying to get to his teammates. But what I was saying is, they need to really pick their fights. Yeah, sometimes the fights are not really worth it at the beginning of the game. You don't really have to push if you're seeing you're getting outnumbered or losing already, like what is happening in Severny. They could have just gone away because it's too early to be losing your teammates. Just one guy remains from FOWLPLAY, and if he goes back to lobby, that's going to be quite unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely going to be very unfortunate here. And Lucane might be the next unfortunate soul to go back into the lobby, but can he take one of the guys from Aura with him? Well, they are aware that he's here. They're just lining up on the stairs. He's spraying the first order, spraying the order again, tries to pop through, but it will be surely overwhelmed. Aura will send him all the way back, and they will still maintain that bottom half, an opportunity for Why So Serious to climb a little bit above, but it still lies within them. Eyes peeled for TERRORSIX, as they've not necessarily had the best start either way, currently sitting in 14th, and now they have set their sights onto the guys from Royal Blood. Royal Blood did have a very strong finish to yesterday, but unfortunately it looks like they can't seem to keep that pressure on. And Inferno has a little bit of a circle position as well. LB plays off into that left-hand side. He might decide to park into him. That is a very tricky play as well. A little bit more pressure as well again. And Frost has to be very careful. So we'll be switching seats and almost might be getting dropped out of the vehicle. But take a look at that. That is how you dodge bullets. That is how you escape the Matrix. But unfortunately, he will not escape too far. King Tata will catch him on the rebuttal. And Royal Blood will have one of their players knocked away. This could be the opening that TERRORSIX have been looking for to kickstart their campaign. So far, they've only been able to tail out 11 points. But hopefully, this could be something special. Here comes King Tata again. Opening to the right hand side. Spray is good into the corner. The AKM breaks the silence. King Tata goes to the ground immediately, and LB exposed as well. Beautiful shot for the judgment, cuts it away. And another angle from Yaros, gets the first, might get the second. 2 for 2. Wakanda forever, but that will not be the case. They will dig out their vibranium and slap them with it. Royal Blood will come out on top. 4 eliminations to the good, but that was nasty work from Yaros. Almost had it in the bag. But unfortunately, Royal Blood will come to the Kingdom of Wakanda and take their vibranium for free.
Priest, we are seeing the same thing we saw there in Sanhok, where we had people third partying there and tables turning, things happening without someone just expecting them to happen. So it's a really interesting game so far, seeing what is happening here between every single team, to be honest, because Sanhok was a slow map. And then now when you look at Erangel, it seems like everything is different. Now people want their kills, they want to go for the push there. You said RB yesterday had a strong finish. Even for the first game, RB had already gotten 4 kills in the first zone. And it's happening the same way it's happening right now in Erangel. They are taking up fights. They are not backing out on any fight. I have not seen RB deciding this fight is not our fight, let's move. They are not doing that. They are basically going for those fights, and it's paying out because they're really catching up here, being in position 5, but the gap between position 1 and position 5 is really big, and if they want to survive even more, I believe the best thing for now is to escape and avoid this fight at all costs. You can see McGrilling, your favorite player, I believe, spots them, gets some damage happening here, but his teammate gets a knock on RB first, and of course that is going to be an immediate thrust. They're not taking any chances. 3 Clown Esports is finally redeeming themselves. RB, on the other hand, losing players. 2 of them, one now remains, unfortunately, and it is Varno. I have seen him play alone before. I know what he can do. He just needs to be a little bit confident and believe in himself. But McGrilling, when we were watching some previous games there with Chris, we saw what he can do in Miramar, engaging against the 2 fights as a single man. That was really interesting. But look at that nade. Kobe for the win, because what is that? Royal blood. Again, Chris, this is what I'm saying. Royal blood don't choose their fight. They go and engage, and then if we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. There's no let's leave this place. Because I mean, this is a team that could have done better, unless I'm seeing it wrong, but they have a chance. They survive almost all their fights, but you can see what happened there.
Yeah, we've seen exactly, what comes through when the pressure starts to mount. We've seen how many ways it could go down, but again, we have to know for a fact there's so many different ways to play around the open spots there. Scary. They have to be very careful though, because this is all a plan from Neon Rising, and you see the plan coming to fruition. Quexa with an interesting angle there. Grenades already starting to get sent through. He has to connect. He can't afford to miss. Pops one over the top. Does he connect immediately? That's a good one, but unfortunately it's a couple of inches too shy. We'll try again. Neon Rising, can he rise to the occasion? Pops the first one, and that one is a little bit too far off the angles, and he's exposed. First spray is good, and he might be getting dropped through, but unfortunately Crazy has him dropped off, and that is a beautiful spray coming through. But Neon Rising, can they afford to play after all of these angles? You can see the strategy is coming to life here. Baby playing off the right hand side. It looks like they might be looking for a squeeze. They're trying to squeeze the life of the guys from Why So Serious. First spray comes through from Baby onto the corner. Quexa still knocked away. He switches immediately with the DBS, but he's going to be dropped off with that DBS as well. Scary hours for Why So Serious. They get an angle. Baby gets knocked away. Neon Rising are putting inside the ground one after the other. Quexa still knocked away. An opportunity to get picked up right now. Crazy has gotten dropped off. Decor comes through as well. One spray deep into the smoke. Can't seem to hold the angles just right. He's a little bit too far out. It will take a little bit more for him to hold those particular positions. Again, Neon Rising, can they apply enough pressure to keep them at bay? Decor, what is he doing? He's a little bit too far out. Can he apply more of the pressure? Continuous play from Roach. He has been absolutely crucial to this push, and the pickup on Quexa is already coming through. This will do a magnificent job to boost the ego of Why So Serious, but unfortunately they have lost Baby in the plan. They have to reposition. They have to rethink. The call over to the corner again. Good spray over to the side. But it would be ideal for Why So Serious to make a play. Scary has to play off that left-hand side, and it looks like that is the plan. That is what they're trying to achieve. The play zone already hot on their heels, and will put them into a very, very tricky spot. Kit Kat has been knocked away, but they do have 2 eliminations to the good. Talos also making that play, repositioning and getting a better advance as Quexa will continue with the suppressive fire for Neon Rising. Mitch, you've seen this. You've seen Neon Rising. Do you think they made a mistake by having Baby play off very, very deep from that right hand side? Do you think they made a mistake by having him play all the way there, or was it just part of the risks that they were willing to take to sacrifice him just in case he got flushed out there?
Yeah, it was a risk. I don't think it was a good risk. Seeing that they did not get any point there when Baby decided to change to get a flank happening there. It didn't really work out for the team. And if they wanted it to work out, maybe get a revive after the knock, they should have probably gone with a second teammate just to get some cover in case anything happened. But it seems like player killers and 10-11. This is my first time seeing 10-11 taking on a fight this early in the game. 10-11 would rather swim throughout the game than take any fight as early as the first 2 seconds. But this time they're taking on player killers. Junior gets spotted, gets an knock, but unfortunately he's not again. The DBS is out, second knock on 10-11, but then again Mentor comes in and saves 10-11, but I don't think that would have gone that way. If anything went wrong, 10-11 would have been in lobby right now, because
Yeah.
you saw what happened. That was really risky.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah,
say, it's
very
not their
risky.
thing. So you saw what happened. It's really not their thing. Sorry
Yeah,
to say.
it was a do or die play. It was a do or die, moment for them. Currently sitting at the top of the leaderboard with that play. That play puts them in number one spot. So again, now Pain have to rise to the occasion. I believe Pain are aware right now that they have lost number one spot to 10-11, but again, they still have all of their players up. 10-11 have made a very, very, very crucial play. They've put the guys from players killers in a very, very tight spot. They've taken them out very, very early. This gives a space. This gives Navy, Three Crown Esports an opportunity to climb above, an opportunity to rise, to the occasion. Can they make something out of it though? Navy already have a very, very big chance to make the move. Unfortunately for them, they have lost two already, so we are going to be keeping our eyes on them to see if they can at least salvage something so far with what they've already got. Invincibles, on the other hand, so far currently sitting in 13th. They've not been able to, get into their stride. This is one of the strongest teams that I know, but again, they've not been able to just crack the code so far. The tournament is just getting away from them, currently sitting, with only 13 points to the good. I would expect even at least one chicken dinner from this team today. All they have to do is, lock in. But, we're going to see if they will mount to that. But so far, Three Crown Esports looking very, very good, looking very solid. And now it might be the time for Dream Team to feel the heat. And Nova manages to escape the danger, but that was very, very close. And I think they will have to reposition and get into a better defensive line. Three Crown will not pursue this. They will get cooked. Molotov tossed in, and Agathe could be in some serious trouble. Another Molotov is sent inside. And that could be very, very, very crucial for them. But Invincibles will get an angle, and that will be Zenith Force losing yet another player. Honcho plays all behind again, pops a grenade over the top, and they will have a little bit of an open space to play through as well. Mr. Q off onto that side. And then 1-1 true. Good grenade. Mr. IQ pops over to first one. That grenade connects as well. Too shy out. As Honcho will be trying again. Good grenade. Perfectly from Kule. And it does connect. Honcho could be in trouble if the next one drops in the same direction as well. And it does. Honcho falls. Kule has the open sight. And now Mr. IQ, the last one left for the Zenith, up onto that 1 versus 2. He might be getting dropped off. Pillar as well for Three Crown Esports fighting battles on the other side. Mr. IQ on the ground floor, another grenade sent through. His HP lowers by the second, and he's losing damage. Playing off onto that right-hand side. Kule is making the advance. Could be troublesome, has their angles on him, missed him, and that will be good night. Invincibles. Now that is the Invincibles I know.
Oh, that is the Invincibles, I can clearly see why. But Kill is really, yo, that was beautiful. The nade was impressive. I don't know about the players, how it felt seeing a nade coming directly to your face, but it does happen, and I can promise you it's the scariest thing when you're playing PUBG. It spooks you for a while before you can reconfigure yourself and continue fighting. But it's really good coming from Invincibles there. They have shown this type of improvement in Sanhoo. I'm hoping they're going to keep up the same thing in the second game. Continue trying to catch up and maybe get their points up, since it's a team you've said I believe you saying that means they're good, and we should be expecting some good play from them, but they should not relax there, because there is a team right next to them that is Guff. They are just waiting patiently for someone from Invincibles to make a mistake, and they will be engaging in a fight against them sooner or later. 3C and Aura Esports also, I was actually about to say they're close to each other. Something might happen there, and we have Aura Esports are getting a knock there on 3C. Magrelin, your favorite player, is down, but we have a push there from Crusader, a player I also know that is good in the game, but we need to see more from him. He cooks up a nade. Is it a Kobe, my friend? It is beautiful. We get some damage. We do not have a Kobe yet, but Crusader gets another nade, getting cooked here on 3C player. Do we have a knock on Zay? Do we have a beautiful nade there? He gets the first knock. We can see the players on 3C getting closer, trying to come towards their teammate to get some cover happening here. But Zay, unfortunately, has been knocked and casted by Crusader using a beautiful nade. We have the players on 3C closing in. The push is there. Crusaders gets in and takes up the fight there. McGrelin is down, gets casted immediately. Nexus and his team are surviving. Quilla again, a player we need to see more from, gets a knock on Aura, but Aura gets some cover there from his teammate, 1 HP, and he has a knock there on Quilla, leaving just one guy remaining, that is Nexus. And for him now, it is going to be a matter of proving his skills for his team. He's going to either engage in this fight or wait out for it to end and just leave the place. But because Aura Esports knows that there is one guy remaining closer to them, they will definitely engage in this fight. Crusader just moving around in the vehicle. We'll probably spot him sooner or later, depends on which route Nexus decides to take. But he is, luckily for him, trying to retreat. I hope it works out, because that will be it for their team, and it will be really, really sad to see them going this early. 10-11 takes up another fight. Vego is down, get some damage there on Guff. They have gotten closer to where we have Invincibles. I don't know about Invincibles, but tonight it's going to be a really hard time for them. They finished their first fight. Guff is around the corner. 10-11 is around the corner. They might just have them getting closer to them. But for 10-11, they have another team right behind them. Should be careful, because they are in buildings, they are in Yesnaya. Getting them might not be easy, even if they decide to third party in that fight. That might not be an easy fight to cover away from the players from Pain Africa. Priest, between Pain Africa and Zenith Force, unless I saw my own things, yeah, but Pain Africa and Zenith have some sort of similar play in these games, unless I saw my own thing, but they somehow take the same rotations. They don't want to fight early, even though Zenith was taken back to lobby really early. But if you look at Zenith and Pain, is it a thing I'm noticing, or I'm just the Lulu? But it is something that is there between those two teams.
Yeah, you're probably right, because I think they're from the same country, so I think that's like the Somali style, you know. But I think the
Nah,
players
I
from
don't think
Pain are
there's such
just
a thing.
more. Yeah, no, there is such a thing actually. Certain countries play certain ways. It's not even. It's more about the community, the atmosphere that they're used to. You know, that is why you have what you have. But for me, I
Ha.
think you're right. Pain Africa, Pain Africa, and Zenith Force. Why you notice this is because those are those are two teams from the same country, and in their region or in their country, that is usually the play style that they like to adapt. So you're starting to see it
Mm.
flesh out over the past couple of games. But I think it still boils down to individual brilliance, individual skill, you know, and strategies that they like to adapt when the play zone doesn't go their way. And I think that is what ties into how the guys from Zenith Force have not been able to play so far, because I did have Zenith Force inside of my top 5 as well, because I know for
Uh-huh.
a fact that when the zone is in their favor, they are very, very, very strong, very capable. But the difference between them and Pain is Pain does not necessarily need the zone to be in their favor because of how skilled and aggressive, you know, the players from Pain are, and they are very solid
Mhm.
with utility. So all of these things play into effect when you have, you know, games like these. But again, we are going to be seeing if they will maintain that same energy. It's all about the right rotations now. Speaking of rotations, 10-11 are making one all the way from that western side. They want to make through inside of the zone. And Payne as well, also looking for their first point of this game. Remember, they're yet to get any points so far. 10-11 have so far secured a couple that puts them a little bit out of reach until the guys from Payne will start to cook things up. For before him on the other side, still one of the teams that I have been keeping my eye on, and I'm hoping, you know, that they will be able to do something special for me. Good position. Comfy gets knocked away. You have to love it. Panic. You have to love Panic every single time. He has a beautiful spot over to the side there, and the grenade sent over might be the one that gets the job done. Good, very good grenade. Crusader, I believe, he's the last one up over to that side for Aura. one grenade after the next. He continues to apply more pressure. Sammy is going to be sent all the way back into the lobby as well. That's a very good grenade, looped over, but unfortunately too shy out. And he cannot allow for that reset. Panic has to put some panic into the guys from Aura, but can't seem to commit to play over the ridge line. That would be very interesting as well. Good grenade sent over, but it's a little bit too shy. Doesn't make the job easy. And Aura, I believe Aura should be able to survive this encounter with 4v4M. So we're going to see. Panic plays a little bit of an interesting play over to that corner. Too fast for you. Gets the angles. And will spray through as well. Aura will use that advantage to eliminate 4v4M. And Aura starting to cook. But here comes 10-11. Why So Serious? All of them getting locked in as well. Good spray. Fireboy applies more pressure. But the DBS and the SOFK working hand in hand. And the DBS will reign supreme. Pain will feel the pain. They will go back into the lobby. No point secured. And that is an unfortunate scenario for them. But why so serious, ladies and gentlemen? Finally, they are in the driver's seat.
I put them in my top 5, and I've been praying for them here, Loki. Just hoping that they can catch up, because I've seen how they play, and I'm expecting to see that in the game more. They have one more day to show what they can do, and not many games to play, and I'm hoping that they do catch up with where they are right now. Just looking at the zone, it's already shifting. Players are now feeling the pressure. They need to get closer to each other. 7 teams remaining. That is a lot. When the zone decides to become smaller, some teams that are not inside the zone might have a really hard time trying to get anywhere. Looking at Navy Seals, Akaza tries to do the same thing, tries to go inside the zone. But since 10-11 is waiting by the edge of the zone, there is nowhere you can go. You have to think it through. You will be able to move. Unless they get at least 2 knocks on 10-11, then maybe they'll be crippled enough not to engage in the fight as they try to make the zone. But then 1 HP, why so serious? That is our esports player. 1 HP, still surviving. He was the only one remaining from his team. He's really trying his best to survive there. He gets a knockdown. Scary. He's trying again to get a second knock on Jexy. Good cover there from his teammates. Oh, what just happened there? Why So Serious was about to lose a fight to a solo. But of course, that was impossible, seeing that they already had 1 player far away from them. He was given enough cover. 10-11 players getting taken out one by one. Mentor has been out and tested. A dream team trying to see if they can find a way of getting at least some kills from this fight. They have 0 eliminations in the 5th stage of the zone. That is really alarming, because they need kill points to get more points. You just don't need position points only. You need to have some kills to be somewhere in the game. But we'll just wait and see. They have 6 teams, that is 5 teams around them. They can still get a good amount of kills from what is happening around them. Why is the serious player scary? Just scouting out the place. They're also at the edge. Dream Team is holding, I believe, the best position as of now. They have a beautiful building. They are not open field like every other team. They might just be having the upper hand in these fights. But for every other team, the zone is about to close in at 35 seconds in, and they'll be at a place they cannot come from. They'll have to wing it, just come in and see away it takes them. Aura gets spotted there by Why So Serious. Aura Esports is still what am I saying? Aura Esports is still surviving. Priest, when people go back to lobby, do you mute their mics? Because I can imagine what is happening right now to Aura. 2 players remaining, 1 is down, 1 is still standing. Do you think he's listening? Because I know what happens here. Personally, I put up my mic. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, that would be very interesting. But I think some players actually turn their mics off. Playing at this level, you don't necessarily have to give too much intel, especially for teams that know how to communicate. But so far, I would expect the likes of Aura, Dream Team to be very solid with their communication, because right now Dream Team is playing from that northern side. They do have one play. They do have an unfortunate scenario by losing 1 player, and they might be losing another. If 10-11 takes that position away from them, this could spill into something unfortunate. Sad will retaliate with a grenade of his own, and Amar will feel the brunt of that one. Sad plays a little bit by the corner, plays into the right hand side, and that will be the end. Bego will put the final nail in the coffin for Dream Team, and this will open the floodgates for them. They will be able to seal that deal, but can 10-11 do a back-to-back chicken dinner? Can they do exactly what Payne did yesterday and even more? But why so serious right now are the best team of the bunch. They are very, very, very comfortable. They are looking very solid. 11 eliminations to the good. They're doing everything right. They're keeping all of their options open, and they're using utilities to the best of their abilities. But here comes the Invincibles. We've been sleeping on them, and I told you this could be the game that they make something happen. Unfortunately, Agatha has been knocked away. She has to find a way to reconvene with the rest of her team. She's applying so much pressure over to that side, but unfortunately, she has to feed the intel, the right amount of intel. Why so serious? Holding that ridge line by the throat. They will not let it go. Agatha will fall for the second time. You might think she's Jesus Christ the way she's falling, but it's not over just yet. And here comes Bego, returns fire. Kule falls as well. Beautiful spray over to the side. Invincibles are cut down to just one. Scary immediately repositions. He knows that they have the upper hand. And 10-11 on the other side will reap where they did not sow. Bego swinging that MG3 from side to side. Invincibles in trouble. They peek out and they will take a hit. Aura eliminated in fourth place. 10-11 going absolutely bonkers with the numbers. But why so serious? They'll have the zone to work with. Amar and the rest of the team are still looking for a way through. Navy finally exposed. They've seen their nakedness. Jaxi falls as well, and Akaza to follow suit. As trouble for Navy right now. They had a very solid position inside, and Dream Team finally will give up the ghost. Jaxi's exposed. He gets dropped away as well. And why so serious? Starting to lose their players one by one. They're falling to the side. One again, that open space that they've been looking for cracks in. We're down to the top 4 teams, and Invincibles still holding on with that one. Bego's exposed, and he will fall immediately, and he will be the Lamb of God as he's going to be sacrificed to save the rest of his teammates. Plays off of that northern side, 2 of his players playing off the right as well. Navy still holding on, but there's so much going on there. Finally, they take the fight to the Invincibles and eliminate them. Now we're down to 3. Why so serious? Can they pick Jaxi up? He's the player with the most. He's got 6 eliminations. Can he be the one to raise them through? 14 eliminations for 10-11. They finally circled around, and they have found a place inside of the circle.
Yes, they have. I cannot believe 10-11 is at 14 defeats. 3 teams remaining. Why so serious? Sports there. Amar Jr., he is down 10-11. Has only 2 people that can't change their fate tonight. They are trying to push Pain Africa as far as possible, but why so serious? Player Pain decides to get that push an enemy. His full damage. Their enemy is really low, but unfortunately, oh man, I believe the forehead has been exposed there. The hairline has been dislocated, and just like that, why so serious?
Why so serious?
My chest went a whole do bit. I don't know what's that. Oh, a heartbeat. Oh, damn! I call it do bit. But yeah, beautiful winner, chicken dinner from Why So Serious. They took out 10-11. That was really a surprise, but 10-11 cannot be underestimated because 14 eliminations in the bag. That's too much in the winners showdown. This is basically best of the best in 2024. Why So Serious comes in 11 eliminations. I couldn't be any more, let me say, surprised, not proud, but I'm surprised. They've come from the last position to get in a total of 27 points. That's crazy. I mean, Priest, have you seen the results from game 1? Why So Serious are somewhere at the last position there, but from this game I believe they have changed their fate. Might be too soon to say they have completely changed everything, but we'll just wait and see what is going to happen there, because they took their fights head on, pushing 10-11 right when they saw their weakness after the first knock, and they took their win. We have their Scary getting 4 eliminations with a damage of 838. Scary as well gets 2 eliminations, a damage of 331. Jaxi, 5 eliminations, a damage of 737. And we have Crazy with 0 eliminations but deals a damage of 326. That means the guy was not slacking. Even though he has 0 eliminations, he was trying to give his team some cover, getting some damage on the enemy team. And I couldn't emphasize on how they took the fight there in the last zone. I had assumed that Dream Team was the team that is going to survive because of how they had the best position. But then things changed, and they couldn't win it. YC Serious took up the win, and now just looking at the match summary here from match 2, that is match 16, day 2, we have 51 eliminations and 51 knockouts. It was a knock and a thirst, not a knock, a revive. It's a knock and a thirst, and how beautiful was that. Grenade eliminations, we have 5 of them. We saw something happening there when Invincibles were playing. They got beautiful nades from Kill. Or is it Kule? Kill, I'm not sure, guys. You just have to pardon me on that. But Kill did get beautiful nades there, cooked up Kobe's that took that gave the player there some points for his team. And looking at the comparison between 10-11 and YC Serious, YC Serious having a damage of 2232, and we have 10-11 having a damage of 1805, with their eliminations equally at 11. I don't know where YC Serious got this amount of damage. Yes, we saw them engaging in fights back to back, but I think 10-11 had more eliminations. They did not have 11, unless it's supposed to be the other way around. But 10-11 did have at least 14 eliminations from that game. We were surprised to see that they got those eliminations, and I can all I can say is for YC Serious, I don't know if they had anticipated such a scenario in the game where the zone was going to be somewhere up a hill, and they had to make the last calls and decide this is what we're going to do, because just by doing that they just got their win. The IGL there needs to be given some round of applause or something. But Aura Esports, there we have the MVP as 1 HP. Aura getting 5 eliminations and dealing a damage of 948. We saw this guy being the last one remaining from his team after the fight that took place right next to Sevani. He still managed to survive somehow. So it's really, really good to see that he was able to get the MVP even though they did not win. Looking at the top players here, from match 6, we have 1 HP there with 5 eliminations, a damage of 948. Crusader, 5 eliminations, a damage of 855. Jexy, 5 eliminations, a damage of 737. 2 Scary, 4 eliminations, a damage of 838. And then we have Bego there with 4 eliminations, a damage of 902. Again, we have 3 different teams taking up the MVP, or the MVPs with the most kills from the game. But looking at the overall ranking for this game, it is interesting. Why is the Serious finally getting position 1 with 21 total points? 10-11, not that far, it's 16 points. Our Esports comes in third with 15. Invincibles there with 8 at fourth. Navy Seals at 5 with 8. 6, we have 3C6, 7RB4, PK2, Dream Team 2. It is really closing in for the teams that are really below here, and we're hoping to see something happening there. But Pain Africa there with 1 points, Neon Rising 0, 4B4M 0, TERRORSIX 0, GAP 0, FOWLPLAY 0, and then you have Zenith Force with 0. Those teams there, honestly, a lot could have happened there, but we'll just see what is going to be their position after the matches that are happening right now.
Ooh. Locane got the drop on him there. I'll tell you that one for sure. Had no idea that that was going to be unfortunate for him. Venom has to play a little bit onto the corner. Venom will get an angle again. Locane falls. 8-3 is the score. Now, Kane will be very purposeful with how he manages all of these open spaces again. Good shot from Venom, just a little bit by the corner, and we'll catch him again. 9-3 is the score. Continues to apply some more pressure into a bit of space in there. Locane jumping into the side, and bait and switch over to the right hand side. Locane against Venom has been quite entertaining, and it's gonna get dropped off again. 10-3. Well, looks like Locane might be facing some difficulties there.
Red team victory.
And believe that will be the end of that one. 10-3 is the score. Venom comes out on top. And that's gonna be good night. Well, we're back. And take a look at that. 10-11. Number one on the board with, wow, 81 points to the good. Chicken Dinners Pain still lead, but 69 points in second place. 3 Crown Esports finally overtaking Player Killers with just 2 points, and they sit not too comfortably in third. Player Killers will be looking to change things up as they are currently sitting in fourth, but Navy SEALs in fifth with 37. Royal Blood also in sixth with 30 points. Okay. There's so many ways this could go, but Aura tenth with 26. Dream Team and Zenith Force sharing 22 apiece. And hopefully they will learn to advance. But Invincibles starting to get into their stride as well. 21 points to the good. The MVP from that match. And that's going to be Bego with an amazing 17 eliminations. Least eliminates 3 players. Currently sitting in front, 4,000 damage points. You saw it here first, ladies and gentlemen, and he's the only one with a photo. My respect is even doubled. Danger is trailing as well, 17 eliminations as well, but 2,700 damage. Come on, I mean 4,000 to 2,700. That is over 1,200, and 12 or something, but that is absolutely insane. Pony has also been overtaken, currently sitting there in third with 16 eliminations. Quilla is up there as well with 12. Amar with 12 as well. 2 players from 10-11 in the Bronx of it. Quilla from 3 Crowns Esports, and again, Player Killers have danger in the cuts, but it's not over just yet. 20 points to the good, 21 on So Serious. 2 games left. We're going to head into Erangel right after the break, and we'll see how it goes.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
The Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
The Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
13th to 15th of December 2024.
13th to 15th of December.
Stay tuned December 13th.
13 to 15 December 2024.
From the 13th to the 15th December 2024.
13 to 15 December 2024.
13th to 15th of December 2024.
13 to 15 December 2024.
13th to 15th December 2024.
13th to 15th December 2024. My team Zenith Force will be competing.
My team, Royal Blood, will be competing.
We are Pain Africa and we are competing.
My team, Neon Rising, is going to be participating in the event.
My team, Navy Seas, will be competing.
Invincible Esports will be competing.
My team FOWLPLAY will be competing.
Aura Esports will be competing.
I and my team, TERRORSIX Esports, will participate in.
My team, DREAMTEAM, will be competing.
Yeah, def. Yeah, fair enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is the Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown. So far, 10-11, Pain, Player Killers, 3 Crown Esports, Invincibles, all of these teams are still putting in the work. 3 Crown Esports finally sitting inside of that top 3, so it's going to be a very, very fierce battle between 3 Crown Esports, Player Killers, all of those teams inside of that bubble space. Now, do you think 3 Crowns Esports have what it takes to topple Pain? Because it looks like Pain might be on a decline here. I see stuff like this happen all the time. You lose footing the first time, you lose footing the second time, then it falls into a pattern. We've had 2 games already. Now we're going to have another game. This game could be a big decider on who is going to advance into a very comfortable lead, or who's going to put themselves into contention for the game. But if you could pick a team that has improved between yesterday and now, what team do you think that has shown promise over the past 2 days?
Top of my head, Invincibles. They have really caught up. Like I don't know, for the last 2 games, the first game Sanhoo, the second one Erangel, Invincibles have shown the most improvement compared to every other team, to be honest. I'm sure I'm not saying this alone. I'm sure even the viewers have seen it. They have gone all out. They are not really losing their fights early. They are picking their fights. They are not exposing themselves at all. They're just playing it safe. And I can actually say I'm vouching for them at this point. They have really improved, and it's good to see it.
Definitely good to see it. The play zone is south to west, so it cuts a little bit deeper than some teams would like. But again, Neon Rising will be sitting quite nicely inside of military base. They will have some company in Dream Team and Why So Serious. I think Why So Serious are gliding. Are they gliding to Primorsk? What? I mean, after the game they've just had, are they trying to play it slow? Because that is one hell of a glide. I would like to watch this. I really want to watch this team. I really want to see if they're going to glide all the way through to Primorsk. I mean, I would be impressed. That's a lot of time, though. This is a lot of time being burned away doing this exactly, but I'm not even. I
And
gotta respect it still.
can you imagine?
Yeah,
Oh, I was about to be the devil's advocate and say, can you imagine if the zone doesn't go to Primosk and you've
you
decided
know, I
to
mean,
glide the whole time?
that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy because you would waste so much time and resources. You know, these are the things that come into they come into the mind when you're playing a certain way, when you're doing something different. Is he trying to run him over? Oh, he was trying to
Seems
run him
like it.
over, but yeah, that looks like that's not going to be the case. They will lose bump. Unfortunately, it's going to be left to Reefer, Frost, and Inferno making their own play into that space. And it looks like Inferno has been looking for a way through as well to deal with this guy, this lone wolf character from Foul Play. Unfortunately, he just couldn't make it happen. His teammates will come to the rescue and pick him up. And they will be settled, nestled quietly in the library and getting themselves some ammunition to it looks like they're not even going to play here. It's like they will find somewhere else that's going to accommodate all of them because they are outside of that play zone. Every decision that they make going forward is going to be it's going to be very scrutinized.
It is. I just realized the margin that is being created there by 10-11. I honestly had not seen it that way. But then I just remembered you asked me about 3C, and if I see them being able to take out Pain Africa from where they are right now, because Pain Africa seems to be losing their cool at some point. And yeah, I actually see it because of how they've been taking their fights. Even for 3C, they're doing the same thing. They're not really uh, exposing themselves as such. They're just taking their time before they can get any push happening. So I believe they can catch up if they want to, depending on how they played the last two games, and maybe we'll have something change in there between Pain Africa and 3C. But also PK is not that far. The margin from position three, no, four, two, three, four, and five is not that big. I mean, they can easily close that gap. For every team right now, the margin is not that big. The only team that is really far away in terms of points is 10-11. But anything can happen. It's been a very rough road for every team. Sometimes others get it good, sometimes others get it bad, and no one can predict how it's going to work out even in this third game. But let's just wait and see. Seeing how most teams didn't even land well, how they usually land, they had to take vehicles and try to get to safe places. Others had to glide for very long distances just to see if they can get to a place that they can loot easily. And we have an interesting team here. Dream Team has decided, because the zone is going to force teams to cross the bridge, then why not wait for these teams to come towards us? Let's just chill here. But what's unfortunate is I don't think they have looted enough for them to just wait there by the bridge. It's too early in the game. uh, you need a good amount of time to get your loot, or enough, you get to get enough loot, sorry. You need to have enough needs, smokes, meds, ammo. You can't just wait somewhere and you haven't looted enough. But I'm just going to probably wait it out and see if it's going to work out for Dream Team. But other than that, I don't think that is the best place to hold if you're not ready. 10-11 takes up the same, almost the same rotation as they had in the previous game from Erangel. They have decided to go again with the flank, the Isnaya flank, the rotation from Isnaya to around towards Sevarni, then coming towards the zone. They have a long way to go. The zone is far away from Sevrani and all those places, so I don't know how they're going to pull that. But being 10-11, they'll find their way and see how they're going to make it to the zone. Dream Team is enjoying this, but Neon Rising is having the same strategy as Dream Team, and they're getting closer to them. They're going towards the bridge. They're almost holding the same compound. Neon Rising waiting for someone from Dream Team to make a mistake. But we have the other player there from Dream Team being the first to fire, and now they have exposed that they are close to each other, meaning Neon Rising has to decide, are we going to take up this fight or not? It is going to be all up to the IGL. I am so familiar with this rotation right now, Priest 10-11, with how they're moving from that ridge. We know how they're going to go. I don't know if players usually notice patterns, but it will be a really good thing if you're trying to outshine your opponents. But it's going to be a new rising finally. Sports, the players from Dream Team, we have some beautiful sprays there. Nade comes in. It's beautiful, but it's not a Kobe. It gets some damage there. Nova is down. Quexa gets that knock. Baby again does a flank by himself, far away from his teammate. He has Sad right next to him. His damage is low. He still tries to get the picking going on, and we have a knock there. Baby is down again while he does the flank for his team, and down gets the push there happening on the side. He does heal up finally. Oh, he did not hit. Oh, he did not heal up because he's getting surrounded from both sides, and just like that, Dream Team. I am so sure they did not have enough meds, Priest, unless I made my own prediction there. But you've seen, I don't think they had enough meds, even armor, to engage in a fight or even camp it out. It was too early, to be honest.
Yeah, I
Making
think it
serious
was still
wrong.
part of Neon Rising strategy.
Mm.
I think that still played into how Neon Rising wanted to play this game, how they wanted to assume this position. We've seen them play like this before. Again, and owing to the fact that they do play out of military base, so they do have a lot of utilities to stack up in. Ooh, player players are giving away their position. Yeah, this is going to be a hard one to play for them. I don't think anything is going to be anything useful is going to come out of this engagement. Kit Kat already making an advance a little bit too close, but doesn't look like they're gonna yield. Is gonna yield much of anything here. Neon Rising will not take this engagement. It doesn't benefit them in any way. I think they're gonna make a rotation around and maybe try to pin them, but again, it's not looking like that would be ideal. I think owing to the fact that Dream Team didn't have a plan, it was very sloppy from Baby. Not going for the reset, or rather, not going to reset his HP in that engagement against one of the guys from Dream Team. That could have cost him. That is exactly how it cost him in the previous match. I really hope he improves in that. I really hope he picks up on exactly that particular scenario, because I've seen it happen, in back-to-back fashion. Fortunately for him, his teammates were ready, to pick him up. But if it was another team that had more bodies, it would have cost them a whole lot more than they would have liked to admit. But again, Danger has spotted Baby, and Baby has started to take damage again. But Roach will get an angle. Kit Kat gets knocked away as expected. Good touch from Alabi. Gets a knock through as well. Switches immediately to that backside, and Decole over to the side. Beautiful position coming through from Neon Rising, and they are looking very, very comfortable with the sprays here. Danger, the last one left for player killers, and he has been spotted by Decole. More sprays and more taste for those bullets, as those 5.56s will whiz past his ear and send him back into the lobby. Player killers, again, they will be dropping points. And now it's left to Navy and Royal. It's going to left to be Navy and Royal Blood. Can they capitalize? 50 points is the money. And Neon Rising starting to inch closer and closer. Unfortunately, they are a little bit far out, but 6 eliminations is a very, very good way to start the game.
It is. I don't know about teams that get fights and win this early. I think I'm just one scaredy cat. Because I'm thinking, I have money on the line. Money is a motivator to play a game. Sometimes competitives can be tough, and then it gets heavy and you decide to quit. But then you remember there is money on the line, and you see you're in position, this position or that position, and decides, okay, because there's money on the line, I'm gonna do it. But six, that's too early on that. But let's see how this is going to play out. Unfortunately for PK, they just missed their mark there to move 3C from where they are right now. They were only 2 points away. Yes, they did get that from the kills, but they just missed it because now 3C is one step away from leaving them with a whole margin. Depends on how they play this game, by the way. I'm not saying that they'll get it, but it's going to be invincibles. On the other hand, look how far away they are from the zone. They need to flank it out to make it to the zone. It's going to be fired up there where we have RD, Guff, our esports. It's going to be really hot there. But then where we have Zenith and Navy SEALs, they have the best position in case anything happens on the bridge. They might get some kills there. But looking at Pain Africa where they are right now, they stand a chance of taking out Navy SEALs if they are distracted with anything that happened along the bridge. Foul play here cooks up some nades. Been a long time since I saw Kobe wiping out a team, but if that happens, foul play will be, I think, the team of the match with just one grenade. They have a team right in front of them. There is a lot of fire. There are a lot of people getting closer. I don't know what happened to Ramsey here. I'm guessing it became a tough fight and the game glitched or something. Because Mans is pointing at the sky, might be the game has glitched. I don't know. But it's going to be really painful when he sees this live later and realizes he disconnected right in the middle of the fight. He is back, luckily for him. Probably someone told him to maybe taking the teammate. They're waiting for him. Exclusive gets spotted, gets knocked immediately. Pain Africa does not let anyone lie down for free. You get knocked, you're fasted immediately. Foul play. Ramsey, after getting back, now has to find a way of surviving because he's the only one standing from his team as of now. Pain Africa, on the other hand, have been able to know at least two of their players. We see McGrellin gets damaged there. Beautiful spray. That's a very troublesome gun there, the Scar L, but the spray there was very stable with the free scope. It's very rare to see that. It's really disturbing gun, but it's good coming from Pain Africa. They are trying to get some damage on 3C. One of their players, Venom, is down. They need to get the revive happening. Foul play teammates are still down. Ramsey waiting patiently for Pain Africa to make a mistake. We all know Nabil. If you do not know Nabil, then maybe you have not played competitive for a good amount of time. But Nabil is amongst our good players there. We are proud of him here in Kenya, and we know how good he is. Let's just see where he's going to take his team as of now. Pain Africa player Fireboy trying to get some damage on Ramsey. He can somehow try and get some damage through the gaps between the window, but it's not really going to get that amount of damage. Oh, Ramsey. He has a good spray. He just got a knock there on Pain Africa player Fireboy. Now Venom and his teammate Nabil have to go towards his teammate, get the revive before anything happens. And by anything, I mean the teams that are third party in these fights. They can easily change the fate of Pain Africa. Our esports seems to be also taking on the Gulf team. Fights are happening there just around them, and we don't know how far that's going to go. But Gulf have been wiped out. GG's. TERRORSIX. This is the name that really, we're not starting this Nigerian teams casting. I couldn't say TERRORSIX. For some reason, it didn't make sense in my head. But I had Crowns at that time say it. So, and then it made sense. At first, it did not. But it's good. They have a really interesting, very tiresome name here in Kenya. There's one tribe that cannot say that name because of the letters. The R's are too many. It might be too heavy for us Kenyans, but it's okay. So TERRORSIX are still around. They're enjoying their time. Pain Africa seems to have been able to get the revive. 3 Crowns Esports. McGrellin is still in the building. He only got damage, but he was not. Ramsey, last player from Foul Play, has been taken back to lobby. Navy SEALs are still enjoying their time here. They're not really having any tough fights that are going to disadvantage them, but we're just in the second stage of the zone. Teams are now trying to find their bearing. This is when you know which side of the zone do we need to be. Do we need to be at the center in case anything changes? Do we need to be on the other side of the bridge or this side of the bridge? It's going to be a really hard call for the IGLs in this game, seeing that it might just be a bridge fight type of game. And honestly, I am praying so hard that it is going to be a bridge fight, because that is where you see how good your team is and how much dependence you have on your teammates. Can I rely on if Priest is my teammate? Can I rely on Priest to fight the team that is on the other side, or will it just be one hell of a game there at the bridge because he is not comfortable with reflexing here and there? But I'm not saying Priest, sometimes you hear him drop here, so probably he's okay with reflexing in the game. I'm not sure, but I'm hoping so. 10-11 gets closer to Pain Africa. I don't know if they should take this fight, Priest. 10-11 and Pain Africa. The two teams are close to each other points wise. Should they take it? Should 10-11 take the fight against Pain Africa?
I mean, the play zone is starting to force these teams into uncomfortable positions, trying to pit them against each other a little bit too early. It is phase 2 of the circle. I think the first plan here is to execute the right calls. The play zone right now is not too favorable for 10-11, but it looks like they want the smoke and they might be riling into it. It's a potential 4 versus 3, and this might work in their favor. First touch from Mentor, sways into the left hand side. First touch is good, but Fireboy's touch is better, and Mentor's gonna get knocked away, but they will trade off. Fireboy is gonna get knocked away as well. 1-for-1. 10-11. This could be something else for them, but unfortunately Nabil arrives to the scene. 911, they call the number and he answered immediately. First touch is gonna be good, but 10-11 once again, they will put Pain. They will know Pain, and Pain will lose once again.
That is unfortunate.
Woo!
I was asking if
Pain.
it was a must to get to engage, but it seems like it was a must.
Yeah, I think they knew. Ooh! That was criminal activity from Reefer, because he might be smoking on that Reefer for sure. What a spray. That's not a spray, that's a spray. That is a spray. That is not a spray. All the way from there, gets the angle tight. And now he's going to force this guy to go for that reset, because that's the next plan. But that is where he might be getting caught out. You want to spin into that corner. Inferno's already in the open, and this is going to be unfortunate there, but he might be taking it 1-for-1. And again, the S12K straight to the skull. The shotgun shells ringing in his ear. And unfortunately, Crusader is going to be the only one that can provide some semblance of cover. But Royal Blood, they know what time it is. They know now he's going to get cooked. They will not allow him to get picked up. There's no way he's going to survive this entanglement. He's already taken Molotovs. He's already taking hits. He's not going to get picked up. Aura will lose that one. But fortunately for them, they were able to pick up Cloud 1 after all of that tossing and turning. Royal Blood, they did have a very, very strong game yesterday. I would think they actually got a chicken dinner. I think they did, right? Did they? Or was it 3 crown? I think it was 3 crown. I won that chicken dinner, if I'm not mistaken. But I think there was a game where they had a very, very solid finish, and I think it was Erangel. But again, yeah. I don't know why Aura are doing this though. Do they want to commit, or it looks like they might just be wanting? There's no way they pick this guy up. There's no way. Yeah, I was expecting that game was good. Oh, beautiful shot from Comfy, and he's going to make him comfortable as he sends him back into the lobby, and somehow they lose. Somehow Royal Blood do not make it out. They will lose 1 HP, but that's an interesting trade to make, and they will slither on with that one, managing to eliminate one of the guys from Aura. But Aura will once again look very strong. 6 eliminations to the good, and they did have a very, very strong game in match 6. So could this be the rise of Aura? Because 6 eliminations to follow suit in the next game is diabolical. It's starting to look like they're cooking. But inside of military regime, we're going to have SO Serious as well, playing in deep into the south, like deep south Arkansas type shit. And we're going to see if they will be playing that deep.
Sometimes, Priest, you say some things like places, and in my head, I'm not understanding what you're saying. And I'm sure some viewers don't understand. Oh, what? Oh, 10-11. Let's go. 10-11 is not having a good time here with Chrissy at all. They are getting.
Yeah, but again, this is going to be very difficult for 3 crowns to come out of though. It's a bad spot. Three crown are in a bad spot. It is a bad spot. It's a bad spot for them. If they
They have
can
two
get their
players
players to
up.
wrap around, that is the only way this works out for them. That's the only way it works out if they can, find a way to wrap around. 10-11
Ah,
still have a better position than them, and it is phase 4 of the circle. It will hurt significantly a little bit more, but 3 Crown will get their numbers all the way back up again. We'll speak into that
Haibo.
existence, and Rails will pull up into the scene, beautiful into that
You
corner, and
know,
that will be good night. 10-11 will pack their bags and go
yo.
back into the lobby courtesy of 3 Crown Esports. Now 3 Crown are looking very comfortable. 6 eliminations, all of their players up. Yeah, it's time. It's time. I don't know why Jesse didn't put my prediction. I predicted 3 Crown to be in the top
Are
six.
you
I was
hurt?
there. They'll probably say he's alive. Thank heavens I have the screenshots to back me up. So I said
Ah,
it.
which
So
there's no
that's
evidence. It's
that.
a lie.
There's evidence.
Mm,
There's evidence. I've already taken a screenshot, so everyone will know that I was right. I was very right with that one. So
it's a
can't even be
lie.
mad at that. But then, space at the top is open. 3 Crowns Esports. This could be an opportunity for them to close that gap even further, significantly further. 6 eliminations is a very, very, very good way, to kick things off.
This is, I cannot believe, but PUBG just became so mean. They basically threw the zone far away from everyone else, but Navy Seals taking on 4v4 over MVP for quite some time now. He's engaged in a fight as a solo man. I mean, he has been doing this the whole time. He engaged in a fight alone. The teammates are in the zone or far away from him, and he decides, I'm not leaving this place until I finish this fight. And that is exactly what he's trying to do right now. But it might just cost him. Now, once this zone closes, he's going to be at a very, very tight place now, trying to get to the zone. The damage might be quite high. He might have a lot to do before he gets to the zone. But let's just see how this is going to work out for him. And Navy's whole teammate here is already knocked, and the players from Zenith Force are just taking their time, trying to get the task happening here. And now I can finally see it, because this was what was happening with Pain Africa. They were playing slow in the previous game, Erangel, and now Zenith is doing the same thing. They're coming in slow, taking the fight from the edge. They do not want to go in the zone yet. They just want to be at the edges of the zone, trying to farm as many kills as possible. We have YSO Serious now taking on the 4v4 team. YSO Serious already got their first winner chicken dinner tonight. I don't know if they're going to be trying to get a second one, having one of their players knocked, that is Carry. I don't know if that's going to work out for them now that they're starting to lose some teammates. But RB, 3C, those teams need to make it to the zone. PUBG again decides, I am going to make it so hard for these guys to make it to the zone. The zone shifts again, moving every single team that came to the southern side of military base all the way to where we have TERRORSIX and Zenith Force. And we can finally see some vehicle knocks and probably some tasks. We have not seen that for quite some time in the previous games. We have Invincibles being taken back slowly, quite unfortunate, but they did do good. Terra 6 as well have been taken back slowly. Zenith Force to the S12K. Terra 6 is taken back to lobby. It was taking a fight. They were taking a fight against Zenith Force there, and they were sandwiched with Invincibles as well. And the two teams have been taken back to lobby by Zenith Force. It seems like this is their redemption match. Why is Serious still putting up a fight here with 4v4M? We don't know how that is going to play out. Seeing these planes just reminds me of how I used to be so scared of military base. But anyway, 3C, one of the players is down. Quilla tries to get closer. He has a DBS and an M416. I mean, if someone is not careful and goes without thinking, the DBS might just come out to play. But we have 3C trying to get the revive here. That is Zay, but they're getting surrounded. Zenith Force is moving around. The DBS there from Love tries to do something, but it does not work out. He is taken back to lobby. I have witnessed Love with the DBS before in military base, and honestly, I think that was the best 1v4 I had seen in quite a long time. We have not seen that yet here in the winner showdown, but let's just be patient. The DBS is there, so they're out. Zayn with the DBS FPP. The next thing is about to get out. DBS is out, but unfortunately, Klaus and his teammates are not letting Zay shine. But the S12K from Klaus has not disappointed him as well. I mean, he has been surprising us with the S12K. He's been getting good kills. Uh, Although last game they were taken back to lobby really early, I'm hoping that we see more of Zenith Force now. But why so serious? Taking all the players from our esports, they have to be careful. Right above them on their left, they have Zenith Force and Navy Steels, and these teams might just decide to third party this fight, which is going to be a really interesting night. Once the serious players getting a lot of sprays from Navy SEALs over here trying to get some damage on Jaxi. He immediately snakes there before he's spotted, but we have Zenith Force closing in on Navy SEALs over trying to navigate between Weiser Serious and Zenith Force. This might not be the best time to think this through. I personally run away from this place, smoke it out and move. But it's okay. Sometimes if you move the exposure team and you're taken from the vehicle immediately, he gets spotted by Venom. Beautiful knock. Thus might just transfer here sooner or later. But Navy SEALs, one player remains. Jen is the only one remaining. You can see what is happening there. He cannot think it through. Huncho. Nades are coming towards Jen. This might just be a Kobe kill, but another nade flies in. They do not get him yet. The nades are getting cooked. Pato just scoping here. We have Navy Souls and we have now Venom scouting. Finally spots the last player from Navy. He knows he's right next to him. Oh, he doesn't spot him. He spots the knock player. And now looking at Why So Serious, that is the best vehicle PUBG has ever put in the game. Yo.
That was close. Way too close for comfort. But Zenith Force are starting to get active, and I've seen this before. 10 eliminations. A very, very, very emphatic way to announce your arrival to the scenes. Klaus continues to drain the vervain out of the opposition one after the other. Here's the other angles again. Crazy's exposed. He's out in the open. The sprays continue. Honcho did not like the taste of those bullets. He's going to reposition again, but then now is the beauty of play zone. It forces the engagement and scary forward zone as well. Venom is aware. He knows he's trying to wrap things up. 11 eliminations for them so far. Klaus did get knocked away, but Hancho will be getting him picked up. Zenith Force trying to force their way into the lobby and force the opposition out of it as well. Nicole has the right angles and to that open space. Jaxi has moved up and advanced his position a little bit closer. Quexa will return fire, and that is a beautiful, beautiful spray. Jaxi will fall to the side. Neon Rising are flying on Angel's wings right now. They're looking for an open space to play out of, but Zenith is trying to keep them at base. A 4 versus 2. Quexa, can he do something? Nicole plays off of the right-hand side. The grenade is sent over from Honcho, and that will be good night. Unfortunately, Quexa will not rise from that one. Neon Rising, there's only so much they can do, and they will be losing yet another, but Nicole will not let it slide, as he will get an angle on Klaus, gets him knocked away, but Mr. IQ is there for the rescue, and will put an end to that misery. Frost will be the last one left for Royal Blood. Somehow he's made it into the top 2. It's a potential 3 versus 1. Zenith Force did not lose any players. Big move coming through from Frost. Can he clutch? Can he do something out of the ordinary? Zenith Force are already inside of the zone. They have everything to work with here. The Bison, he sprays a couple, but unfortunately doesn't work. His position has been compromised. A grenade will be the next thing to follow suit if he's not careful enough, and he will try. That one will cut his HP just a little bit too low. Spins into the corner, tries again, but the shotgun shells will stick to his body. And Zenith Force, here they come.
I think they have redeemed themselves now. What do you think, Chris? Have they done enough to redeem themselves with just how they have done in this game alone? Is it enough? Well, let's just see.
You know, I think they're probably.
I
think they're probably like top 5 right now. Yeah.
Really? Okay, let's just have a quick look at their stats there. Looking at Klaus having 5 eliminations, dealing a damage of 735. We have Hancho with 3 eliminations, a damage of 6. 74. Venom gets 4 eliminations and a damage of 587. And we have 2 eliminations, Pato, and a damage of 421. That is really good play coming from them. They were patient throughout the games. They basically started fighting once they had crossed the bridge. They're heading towards military base. They did not at any point decide to engage in early fights, and that has finally paid off. They have gotten their winner chicken dinner. They have bagged at a good amount of points just from that game alone, and I believe they have closed the margin a little bit. We have 54 eliminations and 66 knockouts from that game. A lot is happening, of course. We had a lot of back and forth from the teams. That's why we have 66 knockouts. Healings, we have 11,000. Oh, wow. Grenade eliminations, 5 of them. Assist 37, and then we have the vehicle elimination there. I believe it was from Zenith Force while they were fighting Invincibles there just next to military base. Looking at the comparison here, Zenith Force and Neon Rising. Zenith Force have a damage of 2,417, and then we have Neon Rising with 2,052. Seems like Zenith Force was really having a lot of back and forth with the 12 knocks, with Neon having 10. Their total eliminations for Zenith Force are 14, and for Neon Rising are 10. And for total points, we have Zenith Force there with 24, Neon Rising having 15. And for the match MVP, we have Neon Quexa. He gets 5 eliminations and deals a damage of 1,263. That is a lot. That means the guy was out to do as much as he could for his team, getting 1 assist and 6 knockouts. They had a lot of back and forth, so that is definitely something we had expected coming from their team. Looking at Neon Quexa top players, we have Neon Quexa, 5 eliminations, it deals a damage of 1,263. We have Klaus there from Zenith Force, 5 eliminations with a damage of 735. Venom with 4 eliminations gets a damage of 587. Hancho, 3 eliminations, 674 damage. And we have Magrelian, 4 eliminations and the damage of 386. Neon Rising and Zenith Force have really tried to come together here in terms of scores. They had really had a lot of back and forth with a lot of teams, and it somehow did pay out, especially for Zenith Force. After going back to lobby quite early in the second game, they have redeemed themselves in the third game. So we have to say big up to you guys, GG's on the Zenith Force team, and for McGrelin for just getting an MVP for his team. That's really good for 3C. Looking at the match rankings, Zenith Force from that game have gotten 24 points in total. Neon Rising gets 15, Aura Esports gets 10, YSO Serious gets 9, 3C 7, 6 RP 7, 7 Navy 4, 8, 10, 11, 3, 9 PK 2. For Royal Blood, I don't know what has happened in this game, but first and second game, they did try to do a good job. So hoping they do more in the next one. 10th position, we have 4 before M. 2 points, Pain Africa, 2 points, GAF in position 12, 1. 13 Invincibles, 0, 14 DT, 0, 15 TERRORSIX, 0. And then we have FOWLPLAY in position 16 with 0 points. That was a really interesting game, to be honest. And just looking at the overall rankings, interesting. So the margin is closing in. Zenith Force just made it to position 5, but we still have 10, 11 in position 1 with 84. Pain Africa comes second there with 71. The margin there is looking quite different. Crown 3C Crowns 57, PK 50, Zenith 46, Navy 41, RB and Aura Esports tying at 37. That means the next game might just change the fate for the teams from position 5 to position 8 there. The margin is looking quite interesting. The gap is very, very small. One game might just change the fate of every single team depending on how they take up their fights. But we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. Position 9, we have Why So Serious, 36, 10 Neon Rising, 32, 11, 4 before M, 29, 12 Gamers United Force, 27, 13 Dream Team 22, 14 Invincibles 21, 15 TERRORSIX Wakanda 11, and then 16 we have Foul Play there with 10 points. But the margin is definitely closing in. So Serious is really trying to catch up here. They are 36 points in total when the games are starting tonight. They were low. They were in position 16. But the top players, Bego still leading there with 18 eliminations, a damage of 4,183. And then PK Danger comes in closer with 17 eliminations, just one kill point away to taking Bego away from his position 1. The damage there, although, is different because he has 2,800 damage. Pony comes third with 16. Damage of 2,500, 10, 11 Marginia, 13 eliminations with the 2,874 damage, and then you have Quilla with the 12 eliminations and the damage of 2,728. Bego has to be careful because this margin is closing, and we have just one more match to go tonight. That is Miramar. We're yet to see what is going to happen here. We're just going to be here with Priest, hoping to see maybe a new team take the win. We've not seen a constant team taking 2 chicken dinners, but I'll be seeing you guys sooner or later.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
The Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
The Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
13th to 15th of December 2024.
13th to 15th of December.
Stay tuned, December 13th.
13 to 15 December 2024.
From the 13th to the 15th December 2024.
13 to 15 December 2024.
13th to 15th of December 2024.
13 to 15 December 2024.
13th to 15th December 2024.
13th to 15th December 2024. My team Zenith Force will be competing.
My team, Royal Blood, will be competing.
We are Pain Africa and we are competing.
My team, Neon Rising, is going to be participating in the event.
My team, Navy Seas, will be competing.
Invincible Esports will be competing.
My team FOWLPLAY will be competing.
Aura Esports will be competing.
I and my team, TERRORSIX Esports, will participate in.
My team, DREAMTEAM, will be competing. Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
The Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
The Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
13th to 15th of December 2024.
13th to 15th of December.
Stay tuned December 13th.
13 to 15 December 2024.
From the 13th to the 15th December 2024.
13 to 15 December 2024.
13th to 15th of December 2024.
13 to 15 December 2024.
13th to 15th December 2024.
13th to 15th December 2024. My team Zenith Force will be competing.
My team, Royal Blood, will be competing.
We are Pain Africa and we are competing.
My team, Neon Rising, is going to be participating in the event.
My team, Navy Seas, will be competing.
Invincible Esports will be competing.
My team FOWLPLAY will be competing.
Aura Esports will be competing.
I and my team, TERRORSIX Esports, will participate in.
My team, DREAMTEAM, will be competing.
All right, what's good, guys? We are finally back for our last game of the night. That is Miramar, and with me we have a short guy there. You can see I can do this where he is. I don't think
Again,
you can see
this
that.
is not. This is it, that is not a real thing. That is not a real thing. That is
Yeah,
not
but with me is Priest. His team is so far doing good. His prediction is thriving. Unlike mine, it is still shaky for some reason. But Priest, tell us what's the secret? Why did you pick those 5 teams in the first place?
I mean, I don't like to brag, but I just have a lot of aura. You know, like my steez is off the charts. You know, I can't help myself. You get me? It's just one of those things. Just one of my many qualities. So if you need, more, if you need some help, understanding how to play the teams, if you need some tutoring, I'll be willing to tutor you. But how do we have 17 teams though?
Giving up. Or they were late.
That's an interesting way to go.
But yeah,
right.
This is my
Interesting
map
playing
list,
path. Interesting playing path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, continue. I'm just telling you this is my map, so continue. This is my map. I love it.
Well,
like
the playing
this.
path is very, very. It's very. I'm not sure how I feel about this particular playing path because something that comes all the way from just that corner of Tia Bronca down to Monte Nuevo again. It cuts right down the middle, and is already starting to lead to some chaos. I think the guys from Pain are already getting active with it. And looks like Neon Rising are going to be the ones that are going to feel the brunt force of Pain. And it is unfortunate. Quexa is the one that's going to be the first to go back into the lobby. And it could be very demoralizing for Neon Rising. But if they do make it out of this one, then they have a lot. They have a lot to fight for.
Yeah, they do, but Neon Rising is not disappointing as such. They're really trying their best. But Pain Africa seems like they want to be the first ones engaging in a fight. Normally, we'd have them not that close to a team and choosing to engage. But for FOWLPLAY, they joined only as a new exclusive has been taken back to lobby. Last player there, unfortunately, there wasn't much he could do. He was just on remaining, and just like that, he has been taken back to lobby even before the game decided that it wants to move from where it is zone-wise. But it's fine. Looking at Garfield, They do not have any team around them. They're quite safe. They can enjoy their loot peacefully. Normally, the reason I love Miramar is because fights happen so fast. Teams don't really hesitate when it comes to pushing, when it comes to taking on fights, because it is a big map. Loot is basically everywhere. You can just decide to stop somewhere, land anywhere, and you can get as many loot as possible and then be able to engage in a fight. Then you can already see Pain Africa and Neon Rising are now taking each other on. One of the players from Neon Rising has already been casted. That means only two players remain. That is Zigdal and Baby. I am not sure they want to engage in this fight, and I believe that is the best call as of now. Just moving away from Pain Africa because they never leave a fight halfway. They will chase you to the end. As long as they have seen you're scared or you have shown them weakness, they will immediately push you guys. But seeing what is happening here, oh wow! Fireboy just got the knock there on your rising here, baby. But then again, his teammate decides, all right, well, it was a nice run, my friend. I'll just see you some other time, which is totally okay. Choosing to go far away as possible from this fight, and no one will come and beat you up for that. Trying to get scores for your team, that is basically the best thing you can do in any competitive scene. Once you've seen you losing numbers, then leave. It is not really a must to engage at all. But we have Dream Team. Last game, that is in Erangel, the games did not go as planned for them. They lost fights early, but now they have a chance to redeem themselves. I hope they do redeem themselves, and it works out at the end of the day. So for Dream Team, all I can say is they can take up a slow game. All they need is their points. 3C Crown Esports, Priest decides that this is his team. He has been saying from the word go that his prediction, that is not the prediction he made another prediction, and he said that 3C will be up there. I don't know if that's going to be the case, Priest. I don't know if 3C will be up there, but they have been showing some promising gameplay proving that they might actually be up there. Well, let's just wait and see. Probably you are right. For now, we're not sure yet, but they have been showing some really good play. Zenith Force, we have to talk about them because the previous game they just closed the gap there. They bagged 24 points, and I don't think they're going to stop at that because they need to come even higher in terms of their scores, and that is exactly what I believe their ideal is looking for as of now. For 10-11 here, we know what is going to happen. They need to get those flanks coming in. They'll be going very wide for Miramar. They do exactly the same thing they will do for Sanhoo. Erangel, doesn't really matter the size of the map. They will take it slow unless forced to engage in a fight. A team like 4B4M, they have also been having a hard time, to be honest. They've been taking up some fights. Yes, they have been getting their wins happening here, but for the previous game, that was not the case. They did not expect to lose early, And these games, sometimes it's really heartbreaking. Sometimes you've done your best, but it really doesn't. The game doesn't want you. You want the game, but the game doesn't want you for that game only. I'm hoping Miramar is their map. Just like I've said, Miramar is a map I've grown fond of while casting here because of how aggressive players become when they're playing in Miramar, and that is exactly how a game should be. The aggressiveness, they're not scared to push, they're not scared to hold the building because they are familiar with that one building. Well, let's have just a quick look. Invincible Esports, a team that I've said is really improving in terms of their points and how they're taking on fights. We have our esports here. For them as well, they have been having a shaky game. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes they have easy fights that they can easily take on. But look at Invincible Esports here. They have Zenith Force right in front of them. Invincibles He's down a gather here, trying to get some damage happening here. And the players from Zenith Force are now getting a flank. Remember, Zenith Force did get their winner with a chicken dinner in game number 3. I don't know if it's their plan to get a second win, but they have gotten their second knock on Invincibles. That is a gather, that means Invincibles and a gather are down. And we have Klaus here taking on a push here against the players from Invincibles. We know Kill. We have seen what he can do. We have seen how he has taken up fights, how he's a beautiful grenadier. We don't know if that's going to be the case now because at this side, from this side in Miramar, they are the ones having a disadvantage in the game. Two players are down. Agade is still down. Kuhl waiting patiently. Snaking in the building. A push might just happen. Agade has been taken back slowly. That was a beautiful
Wow.
nade. Invincibles get knocked by a nade there. Kuhl gets knocked. That means only one pair remains from Invincibles. I don't know if that's going to be a really easy fit for him, seeing that Zenith Force is hungry for a second win and they are not letting anyone have the time of their lives. In Rama, we have a push here for Venom. DBS is got deep damage on. Oh, he's down. Of course, he's going to get the thirsty Invincibles are trying to heal up, and we have a push up in there. The SO KDBS is out, and they're ready to push him just like that. Invincibles have been taken back to lobby by Gopato. Let's see.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy from Zenith Force. But again, it doesn't surprise me. Invincibles have just not been able to kick into gear. They've been getting exposed a lot, and it's just unfortunate that they're just swindling at the bottom with the likes of FOWLPLAY. Again, I'm so surprised that they're all the way down there. I would expect so much more with the amount of talent that they have inside of the team, but it is what it is. But yeah, again, I would think they would come back, stronger and ready to go. Maybe in the next phase of the competition. So we're gonna keep our eyes peeled for them. Sukuna was unfortunate to get dropped off by the end before Oni did have an angle on him. A bit of a pressure point getting through, but it looks like King Tartan wants a little bit of action as well. A little bit of sprays to follow through, and he's gonna be the one to force to the side. In pain. They're starting to feel it in their step. They're starting to rumble. Fireboy can hear the commotion from where that knock has been rattling, but can't seem to get the angles just right. Nabil has decided to crush even further. That's a solid grenade. Too close for comfort, and that one might just get the job done. LB tries to escape, and he does escape, but Yaros is exposed over to that western side, gets knocked away, and he manages. But unfortunately, there's only so far he could go. Nabil blows him to smithereens. Yaros hopefully will get picked up by Sukuna. And now it will be two of them against the horde. That is pain. Oh, that was in the expertise of the angles. Yaros might be the one that gets dropped away. That's a good grenade. But unfortunately, it's not enough. It is not enough. TERRORSIX will go out. And Pain are starting to activate once more. 7 eliminations. We're starting to see what Pain is made of once again.
Just say what Pain is made of. Wow. But that is beautiful coming from Pain Africa. They have decided that Priest, we've seen how hard it has been for them to survive in the last game. It was quite a heavy game for them. They were taken back to lobby, and I believe now they are trying to redeem themselves. They had position 1 by the time yesterday was ending, and now they're in position 2 in the second day. I think that gives them some type of pressure to try and do better in the last game of the night, because this will also determine where they stand as of the end of tonight. But we have their RB finally decides to do something, taking our dream team. The last game they did not do as much because before game one and game two, they really dominated in terms of kills that they were getting in the first first zone, sorry. And now in the third game, that was not the case. Yes, we had the Reaper really doing some really good plays, but then the tables turned, things became intense, and they were taken back to lobby, and now they have to redeem themselves. The Crown Esports here, we have McGrellin. I'm yet to see what he can do, but there's a game he played in Miramar. It was so impressive, excuse me, that everyone, even in the comment section, was shocked because of how he survived to fight in between two teams, being a solo remaining from his team. So I'm guessing we are yet to see the best of McGrellin even as the night progresses. And
Aura looking quite comfortable here, but it looks like
mhm.
two giants have started to lock horns. It's Zenith Force and Pain will lose their first player to the DBS. Venom is very active right now. Royal Blood looking for a way to resist the push coming through. Reefer with a beautiful angle over the top. Enemy is going to be the first one to fall. 10-11 could be in some sort of trouble here. They can't seem to find a way to him, but unfortunately he will be sent back into the lobby by Reefer. 10-11 will lose one. Again, they do have a lot of sight lines and angles. And Mentor has edged a little bit closer than one would like. So the guys from Royal Blood, I think they can play from this position at least to get an angle off of that right hand side. Again, that would break character for him. But if he can make a way through, it would be very, very useful. There is a lot of questions being answered here. Zenith successfully will repel the onslaught from Pain. It will drive them all the way back, and they will take one from them as well for reparations purposes. Klaus makes a move up to the northern side. A bit closer than one would like, but it's enough for him to repel more damage. Aura also decided to join the party, but Venom was aware, and immediately he starts to rain bullets in their general overall direction. That would put them at bay, at least for the time being. The play zone is very articulate with the way it moves, with the way it sways. And one would think that there is a little bit of a chance to open up that play zone, to open up those positions that they've already got locked in. But so far, Pain have 7, and Zenith Force have 5. RB have 4. Lakers have 2. Neon Rising and 3 Crown Esports are sharing 1 elimination apiece. 3 Crown could use this opportunity to raise things up. We're gonna keep our eyes peeled on this.
We are 10-11 taking up Royal Blood. 10-11 is is becoming interesting by the minute. Now they are playing aggressively. They're taking up their fights. They are not really taking their sweet time like before, flanking around, just waiting, rotating, not exposing themselves to any fight. But now they are getting forced to engage in fights. You can see RB Royal Blood just right next to them, and Bego seems to be trying to figure out how he's going to increase the odds for his team. We have PK here taking Zenith Force. Pato the DBS gets his first knock there. But Klaus is down. His Pato is down. Hancho being the only one remaining is not even close to his teammates. I don't know if this is part of some strategy where they choose not to get closer to each other in case anything happens. Because now, even though the teammates have been taken back slowly, that is Klaus and Pato, he can easily survive longer for his teammate just to get the points high for his team. I don't think This was something they had planned for. I guess they wanted to play aggressively, push and get those kills, and also try to get a win. But this is the winners' showdown. You're competing against the best teams in the COC games 2024. So taking up those the pushing and assuming you can, try and play aggressive might work for the first few minutes, but as you progress, you're not sure which team you're going to be pushing, and you're not sure how it's going to end for your team once it finishes. But then Neon Rising player Dekdal here, interesting place to hold in Miramar. I don't think I've seen anyone chill in a place like that. Just looking at the zone here, it's about to shift 4B4M far out in the zone, but luckily for them, the zone is not that far from where they are. Navy 4B4M, I think one of their teammates went to the wrong team because I can see them twice. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, it does happen sometimes. But Neon Rising player here will not move a muscle because if he does, he'll be spotted and he'll obviously get him taken back to lobby, and his team won't get as many points from the position, from the placement points themselves. But we just have to wait and see. 10-11 player here. Enemy was taken back to lobby. Bego and his teammates seems like they did not engage in that fight against RB. But then Garf spots at 10-11. Hancho, last player here, gets in to receive a lot of pressure. He's getting pushed with no Oni and his team is getting closer, and Hancho has been taken back to lobby by Nabil. GG's. I don't think he was going to survive that easily, seeing how aggressive Pain Africa is. They were really giving him a hard time. The nades, the P-nades, the cover fire from a teammate that is not even close to them, that definitely did give them some sort of leverage on fighting against Zenith Force player Hancho. But GG's to you, Hancho, unfortunately for Zenith Force. Even though they got their winner chicken dinner in game 3, this might have not been their map, to be honest. We have the Navy SEALs right now, just playing it safe. They have a slow type of game. I believe they're trying to get as many points as possible. This being the last game of the night, and they'll have just one more day, that is tomorrow, to gather up more points. So it is smart to definitely try and get as many points as possible in the last game. But we'll just see how this plays out. Our esports are holding the building there also for them. It is not expected, but they are also not engaging in a fight. They have players from Pain Africa right in front of them, and you can see 1 HP here trying to scout out for his team. But then Pain Africa players are changing their location. They're going to a different compound after they got their kill there from the Zenith Force player Hancho. With just 12 teams remaining, zone is about to close in again. Teams are about to change their position in the map. They want to hold the best compounds, the best ridges, because Miramar, anything can happen. It might just decide that the game is going to end by the hills. And you can imagine, if you don't have the best position, how hard that is going to be. 1 HP Aura waiting patiently for Pain Africa players to make a mistake. For now, Aura Esports has the upper hand. They know Pain Africa is there. But the question is, does Pain Africa know that they have our esports right above them? It's going to be a really tricky game tonight. This being the last game. Even for Pain Africa, you can see how slow the game is for them. They're camping it out. Pony has decided to sleep because we need to get these points, and exposing ourselves might not be the best thing. Pain Africa player Fireboy might have just been spotted by our esports player. 1 HP. Has Fireboy spotted him? No, he hasn't, but he's scoping him out, trying to see that spray is going to connect. But a 4-scope and an M416, it always works out well if you're good with the 4-scope. I heard that is the best scope in PUBG Mobile. I don't know about you, Priest, but for me, as usual, I'll say it's the 6-scope. But let's see what is happening here with our sports. And Fireboy, beautiful damage there. Aura was almost knocked there. That was really nice from Fireboy. It's going to be really hard for our esports, to be honest. It is going to be hard. Okay.
Ooh, 1 HP. So unlucky there. And it looks like Pain has a little bit of a sideline to play off of that position so far. But it looks like they still can get the resets on. But Pain are on a rampage. And any opportunity they have to seal your face, they will utilize. And that play zone is going to be a very, very, very tricky rotation to make. Again, La Bendita just north of Los Leones again. 10-11 also making a rotation around, and it looks like they might be running into the guys from Royal Blood again. That could cost them something, but they have to be very careful with their player killers are back on their stride. They've got 5 eliminations so far, and they are sitting in a very, very clandestine position inside of that zone. This would work for them if they do not overextend. Navy playing up top a little bit closer. 10-11 now inside of the graveyard, and they might be looking to put the coffins inside of the boxes right now. And Robert trying to escape the danger, and he might get blown away if he's not careful. And he takes more and more damage over the top side, but he will escape just by the skin of his teeth. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown. Remember, the Clatter of Clans Season 24 is active. Registration currently ongoing. You have to register your team to be a part of the Winners Showdown in 2025. Your journey starts here. Don't forget, Data Up Gaming is a proud sponsor of the Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown. So you need data, you gotta get it. So you will get it from Data Up, but you also get it at the barrel of a shotgun. And that is what Aura will deliver. 1 HP. We'll send one to the shops there immediately. And Cloud 1 pops over to the left-hand side. We'll shield the vision. We'll hide it all the way across. 4v4M down to just 1. It's Sammy. He has given away his position. There's no element of surprise now. And he turns his back to the opposition. Tries to escape. He might be running into the last player from Neon Rising just up ahead. And he does have an overlooking sightline of this entire position. So that could be the thing that might be Sammy's on doing. But Aura, for the time being, not giving away too much and not expecting too little. But 3 Crown Esports are now looking for a way around. McGrellin trying to be the devil and the Deep Blue Sea at the same time against Royal Blood and GUF. Reels has been exposed, but I believe he can get picked up if Nexus can make that play in the right fashion. But will GUF go for it? It's a very risky endeavor. We might not have any. All to that corner. Comfy gets knocked away. 10-11 now, setting their sights. Oh, what a grenade that was from all the way across there. Almost dealt the damage. And Aura continuously send more and more grenades. Another one to bite the dust into the corner. Pays into the left-hand side. Bego sprays inside of the smoke. Sprays, switches weapons. Bego's almost dropping through, but he falls to the side. And somehow 10-11 Mentor is there, and he will mentor the opposition, sending them back into the lobby one after the other. 10-11 somehow will not go back into the lobby, and now Mentor will grab the opposition by the scruff of the neck, goes for the finish. Sammy's up on the other side, dealing so much damage from inside of the blue. He's the thorn in the side of Aura. Crusader tries his best to deal with him, but it's not looking likely. It's not looking like much is gonna yield inside here. He might be taking more damage, and he will take more, and that will be good night for him as well. Comfy will find a comfortable spot at the back of the play zone.
Yeah. 10-11 is ready to shine. It is ready to show people that they can actually live up to their name. Because, I mean, you can imagine the amount of pressure they're receiving right now, because both you and you got to put 10-11 as position 1, and then I also said 10-11 will be in position 1, so I can imagine the pressure they're feeling right now. But Gamers United Force right now, they have the players from 3C right next to them. Molly is blinding, beautiful nade. They almost got a knock here on Clatter, but that did not work out. We have another nade getting cooked. Oh, that's a smoke. But a nade there from Chiro. Will we have a knock? We see McGrellin, beautiful damage there. He's trying to cook up a molly. You cannot cook up a molly, just throw it. And it cooks, but he's trying to get something happening here. McGrellin is down, and we finally have a push here. Chiro decides, I am going to go for this push because 3C is right in front of them. They're not even aware what is going to happen right now because how the player from 3C is holding the stairway here. Oh, what? Clatter with it. What? It's Inferno. Beautiful DBS from Inferno. They're getting the last player from 3C. Honestly, I didn't see that coming. The DBS, to be honest, sometimes long range does fail someone, but that was really beautiful. 10-11 closing in here. Immediately they have pre-nades from Navy. Bego receives some damage. It is going to be an interesting fight because you have at least 3 teams here. Pain Africa right next to them. We have a Fireboy trying to third party this fight. 4v4M getting closer. Fireboy getting damage. Beautiful reflect. What is that, Clutcher? He was just gotten by surprise. Fireboy was not even looking at Clutcher at that time, but when he had when he felt the damage there, he immediately turned to 4v4M player and took him down. That is really a good play coming from Pain Africa. I think that is them living up to what they do best, and that is really good. We know how good they are, and they're not disappointing any of us so far. But looking at 10-11 here, 2 players remain, Amar Jr. and Mentor. They're the only ones remaining from their team. He's waiting patiently. DBS in the hand. He's about to do, well, that one thing that I don't really like because it can give you a lot of shock when you pass by someone in the DBS waiting for you patiently. But if it does go well, he might just be able to get a good amount of kills for his team there. KitKat is down. Oh, I used to like that name. I still do, KitKat. Very creative calling yourselves KitKat. But we have Fireboy here just patiently waiting for people to take each other out. Neon being taken back slowly by 10-11. We have another team engaging with 10-11 right now. Teams are getting closer to each other. Navy Seals are cooking up another nade. Mentor is down. The revive needs to happen before the second nade confirms that knock. But we'll see what happens there because 10-11 does have a lot to do here. They have to revive, they have to cover, they have to figure out how to survive without exposing themselves to every single team that is around them. But 10-11 Mentor has been taken back. Sloppy Amar Jr., the DBS, gets his knock and thus immediately he gets the knock there, leaving just him and Desire. Beautiful 1v1 is about to take place. Amar Jr., Navy Seal player Desire. Junior cooks up a nade. Is it going to be a Kobe? If this is a beautiful nade, I think it's going to fry Desire. The nade flies. That's what we call a Kobe, my guy. That is exactly what we are talking about when we say we are looking for the Kobe's. Pain Africa now closes in. 10-11 player Mar Jr. is now enjoying his nade. I think he's thinking about it for now, just taking it in. Pain Africa, on the other hand, confirming their knocks there. Beautiful spray from Amar Jr. Pony is down. They have, with their only 3 teams remaining right now, Pain Africa, PK, and 10-11. For 10-11, they have only one guy remaining. That is 10-11, Amar Jr. The zone is not with him. He has to move. He has a baggage, that's fine. But will he be able to move? They are, okay, they're finally getting the revive there. I know they're going to wait patiently for Amar Jr. to make a mistake, and then they'll take him back to lobby. This is the last game, Priest. Do you think Amar Jr. has what it takes to win this, seeing that the zone is not even with him right now? He's there. Okay, he just made it.
Yeah, well, it does look, it's going to be very interesting to see how this game is going to finish. Player killers up onto that little hillside position that they've secured for themselves. Fireboy now looking for where Amar is hiding, not trying to commit too much because he knows that if he gets knocked away, it's going to be very unlikely that he can get picked up. Amar has settled quite nicely with the DBS and has perched into a little bit of a corner in there, and Fireboy knows he can't peek. He has to be very careful. Amar will be spinning the block into the little corner pocket of space as well. Grenades getting sent over, and now Amar could be stuck between the rock and a hard place here. He's already making the move.
Oh.
And that will be good night to Amar Harbies, the one that makes it happen now. It is a 3 versus 2. It is the player killers against Pain. And so far, they're looking very comfortable. The first grenade to launch the attack is already there. And here comes Halabi again. He's the one that dispatched Amar. He's feeling very, very, very funky right now. It might be time for him to dance a little bit closer to that chicken dinner. Plays off a little bit towards the right-hand side. Good spray into that pocket of space being left open as well. Player killers, we've seen them play this time and time again. Nabil could be in danger. Good grenade sent over as well. And here's another opportunity. More sprays, more pressure being aligned. Nabil crawling slowly but surely, trying to get an angle, trying to get some advantage over the guys from Pain. But here comes Kit Kat. It's all left to him now. Can he see the flash? Pops the first one immediately, but unfortunately, the numbers advantage will not be in their favor. Pain will make them know pain once more.
That was, I believe, the best game tonight, because what just happened there, Pain Africa 10-11, PK, everyone wanted something tonight, but then Pain Africa, after not being able to get a winner chicken dinner for the 3 games, they finally have their win there. And we have Venom getting 1 elimination with a damage of 448. Fireboy coming in there with 3 limbs with 750 damage. Pony getting 2 eliminations, dealing a damage of 915. Nabil gets 8 eliminations and a damage of 827. That is a lot of eliminations. But then we have total eliminations. This game was 52, knockouts at 60, and a total healing at 7,026. Grenade eliminations, 4 of them assist 33. From the 4 grenade eliminations, we witnessed one that was legendary, and that was from 10-11 player Amar Jr. I don't know about you, but that nade, yo, looking at the comparison, player killers and Pain Africa. Pain Africa have a damage of 2,940, and then we have player killers with a damage of 2,160. We have 70 knocks from Pain Africa and 12 at PK, but 14 eliminations from Pain Africa with 10 eliminations from player killers, who have a total of 16 points, and Pain Africa gets 24 points after that last game in Miramar. MVP, of course, it was expected. Nabil getting 8 eliminations, dealing a damage of 827, getting 7 knockouts, 2 assists, and 236 kills. That was really impressive. Coming from Nabil. This was a winner chicken dinner that was long anticipated from the Pain Africa team. They had not really gotten one in these games tonight, unlike yesterday. So they have finally redeemed themselves. The top players there, we have Nabil with 8 eliminations at a damage of 827. We have 5 eliminations from PK player Kala with 593 damage. PK Danger, 3 eliminations and 861 damage. Amar Jr., 3 eliminations, 800 damage. And then Fireboy with 3 eliminations and 750 damage. Well, Pain Africa, only 2 of their players have been put in the top players, but you can see PK, 2 of their players, they're having 5 eliminations, and then Danger having 3 eliminations. And looking at the match rankings from this game, Pain Africa is able to get 24 points in total. I don't know if that's going to be enough for them to take back their position 1 slot, but we'll find out about that later. PK comes second with 16, 10, 11, third with 12. For Gulf, 6 tied with Navy. 6 we have Zen tied with RB at 5 points. Neon and SO Serious tied at 3 points. Well, teams are really trying to catch up, to be honest, with how they are performing, but we're yet to see if that's going to be the case. 3C at position 10 with 2, 4 before M and Aura tied at 1. Invincibles, DT, TERRORSIX, and FOWLPLAY, they all get 0 points from their last game. Remember, this is the last game of the night, and lo and behold, 10-11 gets a total of 96 points in the overall ranking, and then Pain Africa right behind them with 95 points. I don't know if this doesn't make you excited for tomorrow, but it is going to be really interesting. We have PK there with 66 points, 3C with the 59, Zenith 51, Navy Seals 42, RB 42, YSO Serious 39. I don't know if you can see how they're really catching up in terms of points. Every team right now is really closing in the gap here. YSO Serious, beginning of the night, they were at position 16. They're 8 steps up. They're in position 8 now. They have tomorrow. They can try as well to maybe catch up, but we'll wait and see. Our esports, they're position 9 with 38. Neon Rising, position 10, 35. Gamers United Force, position 11, 33. 12, 4 before M Esports, 30 points. 13, Dream Team Esports, 22. 14, Invincibles, 21. 15, TERRORSIX Wakanda, 11. And then you have at 16, FOWLPLAY with 10 total points. But it has been a really interesting night, to be honest. And looking at the top players, they have not yet removed Bego from position 1. He still has 21 eliminations, 4,000 damage, but Danger is closing in 20 eliminations, 3,600 damage, 1,000 points away from joining Bego there in position 1. Pony comes there in third with 18, 3,400 damage, 10-11 player Mar Jr., 16 eliminations, a damage of 3,600. And then you have Quilla with 12 eliminations and a damage of 3,028. I don't know what is expected here, but these teams have really tried their best. And looking at the at the total games played tonight, match 5, 6, 7, and 8, we had 10-11, YSO Serious, Zenith Force, Pain Africa getting the wins for the 4 games tonight. We still have tomorrow, and we'll call it a season. We'll be finishing the COC winners showdown after tomorrow. Things are looking interesting, Priest. Have you seen how the tables have turned? You've seen where 10-11 is. You've seen where Pain Africa is. You've seen 3C as well. So things are changing. I don't know about tomorrow. It's going to be really close, really tight. I don't know what you think about it, but you can tell us something.
Well, it's been a roller coaster today. A very, 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 very interesting roller coaster. Pain Africa not backing off. I was thinking, their downfall was starting, but they just reminded us why they are one of the best teams in the region, and that is what we love to see. But it's not over just yet. They will need to be consistent. They will need more of these performances coming down tomorrow. And like I said, I knew that this tournament is going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to the last game, and I'm super excited to see what is going to be that last game. But ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of tonight's show. It is the Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown, and it's been an honor to be here with Mitch, bringing you guys the action live. And we'll see you same time tomorrow, and who we are going to crown the chairman of COC. See you guys same time tomorrow. Big shout out to 10 and 80. Big shout out to Unsullied Army, Data Up Gaming, and Wiser, and Turnerlink as well. Big shout out to everybody. See you guys same time tomorrow. Peace.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
The Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
The Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winner Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
Clatter of Clans Winners Showdown.
13th to 15th of December 2024.
13th to 15th of December.
Stay tuned December 13th.
13 to 15 December 2024.
From the 13th to the 15th December 2024.
13 to 15 December 2024.
13th to 15th of December 2024.
13 to 15 December 2024.
13th to 15th December 2024.
13th to 15th December 2024. My team Zenith Force will be competing.
My team, Royal Blood, will be competing.
We are in Africa and we are competing.
My team Neon Rising is going to be participating in the event.
My team Navy Seas will be competing.
Invincible Esports will be competing.
My team FOWLPLAY will be competing.
Aura Esports will be competing.
I and my team TERRORSIX Esports will participate in.
My team DREAMTEAM will be competing.